Sale.
Yeah, that's Steam sales. Oh,
yeah. I came in on you guys talking about that.
There's so many good games right now, guys. Flock to it. Flock to it.
Really? Games came out in 2024?
Yeah. Well, no, these are the older games that are coming out.
Oh, okay. Good games. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about those games.
All right, so the stream was a little later than usual. I was actually recording a podcast with Radio Sentai Cast Ranger, which they're still going on right now, recording their stuff. And I was like, look, I can give y'all like an hour. I can give y'all like an hour of my time. Because we were discussing the Power Rangers episode in which they cross over with Saban's Masked Rider. So,
would you mind switching me and Ash real quick? Sorry.
Why? You don't want the chat on you?
Oh, I don't mind the chat being on me. I don't see it on me, so I thought
you see the chat on me.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Whoever's normally on like the upper right hand corner gets the chat all over them.
Oh, okay. I don't care about that then. I thought that you put the gummy thing on the Oxy, and I was like, oh, you should just.
Well, it's not too big. He's like tucked over here under my mic.
Okay, what am I hiding something that he's? No, I thought there was like a secret that he had over there under the Gochizo that I was just blocking.
Oh, imagine there's just something right there in that spot.
Something that would get like break so many terms of services that were just hiding with a Gochizo.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, had that going on. Obviously, some shit ended up dropping. Look, I didn't even know about these suits until I went on YouTube about like 7 o'clock my time, and then saw Ash's thumbnail, and I was like, wait, what? I literally did not know. And I was like, well, now I gotta make this thumbnail like this. Every time I get my breaking news when I try avoiding like spoilers, it's because Ash put out a video. So
yeah.
So real quick, yesterday was Thanksgiving here in the US, but it was also Toshiki Inoe's birthday. So 65.
Nice.
Keep it coming. Keep staying out there.
Yeah.
Stay healthy, please.
Yep. Stay cooking. Stay in the kitchen. Because yeah, it's just like, look, there's a few head writers that we talk about on here. Namely, it's usually Inoue and Takahashi. And usually when we mention
I swear to God.
You gonna get Takahashi something for his birthday?
See? No, God, no.
When is Yuya Takahashi's birthday?
Imagine it's today.
Actually, no, today's Rika Matsumoto's birthday, so I'm just like, man, back to back.
Hey.
So Bunryo's birthday. This is so February 1st is Yuya Takahashi's birthday, so you better remember that. Does that fall on that falls on a Saturday, but it will be a Friday stream would technically still be Saturday in Japan. So yes, we will technically have a live stream during Yuya's birthday. So get your hands ready. You better not miss out.
You have 3 months to make a video package.
Just a whole compilation.
montage.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yuya Takahashi's best plot devices. R.I.P. Cloudy.
I'm just gonna have like a montage of the ways my hands been like hurt for the past couple of months. It's gonna be bad.
It's
I'd
gonna.
watch that.
Well, Mark, you've seen that one image of my hand that's literally split open?
Yeah. So I'm just like, I'd watch a montage video of that. That'd actually be kind of entertaining.
It actually would be pretty.
So yeah, with the holiday feast, hopefully, Cloudy, I know that you had quite the Thanksgiving. I won't get into it, but I'm just like, man, I know about day drinking, but that was morning drinking. I was like, even I don't get started that early.
Yeah. That's what family does to me. I'm not even gonna lie. Right, chat, for context, by the way, this is why you should join the Zio Agito Discord. I was on Discord drunk.
Before noon.
I saw you were on there like at one point by yourself. I was like, what is he doing on Discord? And then on the VC, and then I assume more people showed up.
Yeah, he was just sending messages in like channels that only mods could see. Like he went dead because one design for like the Kamen Rider Revice dub that I was trying to work on once upon a time ago, and he just goes in there and starts talking, and I was just like, "What the hell's going on?" He's just like, "I'm drunk, family's over," and I was just like, "Right, it's barely noon."
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's like 7:30 in the morning. It's like, yeah, so.
What do you mean? Alcohol's available to me 24/7.
Yes, I mean, same for me, but I actively choose not to drink until the sun starts going down.
It depends on what you're looking at it from. You know, from my point of view, it was already going down.
This stream brought to you by Depends. Just never know when it's going to come out.
Exactly.
Mark, how was your Thanksgiving?
Too much tryptophan. I'm tired. I'm still tired today. I'm like bad. I'm like full all the time. And I had a whole bunch of bread before and like ended up passing out. Like right when you messaged me, like, hey, I'm good to say probably gonna move it back. I'm like, oh, 10 o'clock your time. I was out for like 3 hours. I ate so much bread, I just passed back out again in my beanbag chair. Playing Pokemon, like Switch and everything in the hand, just out.
I
mean,
I
get to make a video about Giga and their new show that's coming out.
They got a new show coming out?
Hey, you didn't see the suits?
No, I did not.
I had some Toei thing. If it says it's Toei, but I'm like, nah, that's Giga.
Oh. Now I get it.
I've got enough research into that company where I know those. I was like, I know that. Did they hire a new costume designer from a different company? I was like, I know those suits. I know that design quality. There better be a good movie with it.
Designed to be torn off?
Yes. Actually, they're more. It's more like Velcro, and they just like peel the pieces off now, I think.
Full exposure. Great.
Yeah, but it's Thanksgiving. Like, I don't.
I mean, I ended up bringing food to where I went because I went to my stepmom's, and she, like, even though she knows that I'm keto, nothing she made was keto besides the turkey.
So I was gonna say, I was like, you must have been like, you got like a little bag of like protein snack chips. Like,
look, almost every year, like the same thing happens. So I was just like, nope, I'm gonna make my own food. So I made like a Parmesan Brussels sprouts, brought those in. Did a mushroom saute, brought that in. I did essentially like the keto version of a Puerto Rican dish called alcapurria, which is usually it's like a yuca root that's mashed together, and then you stuff it with ground beef and pork and deep fry it. But this, I just did it with cheese that I seasoned. So just imagine like cheese covered meat.
So you wrap delicious. So it's cheese and ground beef fried. That sounds so unhealthy.
It's delicious.
Sounds delicious.
It was so delicious. I got so much left over. Just fly down to Georgia, Cloudy. We can eat and drink together.
I would be down actually. Next year, I might take you up on that.
Okay.
Anything to escape.
He's like, meat and cheese sold.
Yep. Oh god, absolutely. I'm just imagining everyone's having Thanksgiving dinner. Zio's pulling out a whole ham out of a bag, just like, excuse me, hold on.
Sometimes it'd be like that. Like I'll still make Thanksgiving meal at home, even though like if no one comes over, it's just like fine. I guess I'm just eating this for a month. I typically
I've done
make
that
big
before.
portions, and like people are coming over, and then they just don't come over. So it's just like more for me. It's like whatever. You just eat it.
And it's versatile. You get a nice 10, 12-pound turkey. It's like you're set for some good meal prepping.
For me, Thanksgiving dinner is usually just a way to bypass the alcohol poisoning. That's about it.
Thing is, it's like
I just
I
use
just
potatoes to absorb it.
I just feel like I've never had good turkey because everyone tells me it's just like you probably have just had bad turkey.
No, I agree. Yeah, turkey can be good.
Okay, because I'm just like even when I was like eating the turkey that was prepared, I was still like slathering it in hot sauce just so I could get it down because I'm just like turkey
Now,
just
See, the thing is,
work.
if they cook the whole bird together, it's never going to be good because to cook the dark meat, you got to cook it longer, and the white meat's is going to get dry. You got to separate it. You know what I mean? Cook it at different temps, and then don't forget they got to dry brine that shit and then baste it along the way. It'll be juicy. Trust me.
I feel
I've
like
cooked many a turkey. I know how to get it done.
I feel like it's the whole ensemble of everything. Also, I'm glad you put hot sauce on your Zio because I got made fun of for posting a plate photo, and I was like, I had it with the Frank's Red Hot, and it was like, don't say it's spicy. I'm like, no, Frank's Red Hot is for flavor.
Yeah,
You put that shit on everything.
Yeah, you don't get heat from that. That's not hot sauce. That's just flavor sauce. Like, it's red
tastes good.
flavor.
It's like,
and I'm just like,
it's
like
Tabasco.
sriracha.
Like
sriracha.
Yeah.
I don't like them for the heat, like,
and stuff like that.
Like I got actual hot sauce. I've got extracts of scorpion pepper and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just to
We have not let Mark share his Thanksgiving experience, and maybe we should.
What? No, I'm just saying. I just hit it with the hot sauce. Like if it's
not Mark. I mean Ash. We have not let Ash share his Thanksgiving.
Yes, because they had
Because
Thanksgiving.
clearly they have yes, exactly. So let Ash.
They celebrated by banning TikTok for kids. That's how they celebrated.
Yeah.
So
That's what they celebrated.
A kangaroo instead of a
well,
turkey.
can we talk about Musk Man for a second and what he's doing?
Musk Man? Oh,
Elon.
you're talking about
big money Elon.
Oh yeah, allegedly.
He wants to buy Hasbro. Oh, God.
Now, the thing is, it's just like I've learned over the course of like the last 3 years, if he says something, sometimes you got to take it at face value. Like you can't even take it as a joke because there's a real possibility that he could actually just buy Hasbro.
No, I genuinely think he's probably fishing for offers. Like, dude's probably bored.
Because the thing is, right after that, I decided to look at the economics of it. I was just like, all right, let me look at what Hasbro's current share price is and what its current worth is in comparison to back when he bought Twitter. Now, the share price is higher than when Twitter was bought, but the market cap for Hasbro is actually smaller than Twitter's was.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning he could buy technically less shares and still own it.
Yeah.
I want him to buy it because of one reason. He's the number one Diablo 4 player right now. But he's using a broken Spiritborn build. I don't acknowledge him as number one. But if he buys Hasbro, I'm going to challenge him. I'll be like, listen, sir, we'll do a speed run in season 7. Whoever, and I want it streamed from him. I don't want one of his Tesla robots playing for him. And if I win the speed run, I want the Power Rangers IP.
I gotta remind myself. I gotta play season 7. I haven't played Diablo.
Season 7 hasn't dropped yet. Season 6 is ass right now.
I know that's. I'm trying to get into it later. I haven't joined.
The thing is, it's like
everything's broken.
Elon Musk has his hands in like so many different pots that it's just like this is technically a category he has not dipped his toe into. So why not?
Side of things. I don't know if I want him to though, because like Transformers 1 was so good. I'm like, yo, Hasbro cooks with Transformers, so I'm like, not everything they do is bad. Like,
yeah, but that's it. That's like the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's better than putting out a bunch of bad stuff. I mean, and we don't know how G.I. Joe's going to turn out next year.
But what if he makes a real life working Autobot?
We would still be far behind Japan because they have.
What if he makes a Cybertruck that transforms into an Autobot? Would that make you want to buy one?
Yes.
See?
I saw one wrapped with Pikachu stuff on it, and I was like, I kind of want one now.
Like the Cybertrucks are so disgustingly ugly, but if they make it transform, maybe I might have to look into things. I might have to, sell my mortgage just for it. But so it is an interesting take. I think he might be just shooting shit, but right now anything's possible. I know he's too busy right now trying to put his hand up the back of a certain incoming president. But he's, what's he going to do after that? It's like he's got to think of other things to keep himself entertained. Now, what would mean for the Power Rangers IP? I'm just like, look, Hasbro ain't doing shit with Power Rangers.
There is no IP.
I mean, they sold all the assets essentially. What the current CEO said is that they're looking to make Hasbro into more of a gaming company anyway. So if Power Rangers exists, it will be in the form of video games, and I'm hoping it's more than just HD 2D games.
Yeah,
Readers Rewind.
Movies are now being held by Sony as well. Sony and Lionsgate now handle the Hasbro movies as well.
But I'm just like, look, if he acquires it, then he might actually end up doing more for Power Rangers than what Hasbro's got in the pot now. And the thing is, Elon also looks like a brony. Like he was probably a brony back in the day. So I'm thinking massive revival of My Little Pony.
You know my history with that because of the convention that I had to go to.
The jars, yes.
And I will tell you, yes, he does. He probably runs secretly like a whole blog or like a VTuber channel dedicated to that stuff. He probably does.
See, that alone might be reason enough. It's like I know the main thing that spurred this was D&D. And I'm just
modern
like,
D&D isn't even fun. Like I don't get why everyone's so mad about D&D.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at as well, and I was just like, it looks like D&D hit a big bump during the pandemic because of course everybody was stuck at home, so people were playing D&D like virtually and all that shit. But then after that, it just started dropping off again because of course that's when they started greenlighting the Dungeons and Dragons film and all that stuff because of course movies.
That was a good movie.
I'd never.
That was a good movie. It was marketed bad.
It was a good movie.
It was really good. It's not as good as the one with Marlon Wayans from the early 2000s. That was still really good. I don't care what anyone says. But yeah, no, it was good. Good film for what it was.
So yeah, anything else on the Elon front?
Still mad he's the #1 Diablo player. I don't think he did it legitly because he used glitches and a broken stat system. So I don't acknowledge it.
You don't acknowledge anything he's done.
As someone who's been trying to clear Pit 150 in like under 215, and the fact that he did it in like 214, and I'm like, fuck that guy. Like, nah. We have the same exact build, almost the same exact gear, but he's cooking the numbers, like using glitched out stat modifiers. And I'm like, that don't count.
Well then, so moving on to things. Have you guys caught up on Boonboomger? I know Mark and Ash, you guys have gone a little bit slower when it comes to keeping up with it.
I'm only like 2 episodes behind. I was trying to catch up.
I caught up with Gavv, but I didn't catch up with Boonboomger. I feel like Boonboomger's slowed down a little bit from what I see with the episode previews.
Yes. I hate the direction that the show is going in right now. It is so just non-enthused. They're just throwing shit at a wall just to see how it'll land, and it's not good at all. Like this latest episode, I think, was like the straw that broke the camel's back for me because it just no. It's just absolute no.
It's a pace lap, like in NASCAR. It's like, sorry, there's an. It's like
this is the final lap. How come almost every episode in this final lap so far has like missed the mark? It's almost feeling worse than lap 2. Lap 2 was a lap about nothing.
Yeah,
the final lap is like a lap of subversion. It's like your expectations were this high. Subvert that shit. Nope. Regrounding you. Because I think the thing that really killed me this episode was so Sakuto was fighting Monster of the Week, Giant Form, and all that crap. Actually, not really Monster of the Week. It was the Hashirians and the Boom Boom Killer Robo. First of all, we find out that all of the Boom Boom Killer Robos that Lightning Tech's been building, they're all the Boom Boom Killer Robos that the Hashirians been blowing up every time they summon him. So essentially, he's not even amassing an army. It's just the Hashirians have just been using them and getting them wrecked every time. So he's just been producing them, while the ISA is the one paying for it. So this episode introduced us to Yarukar's race, and during one portion of it, when we see the highway beam show up, Speedor shows up out of nowhere saying, "Hey, I finally caught up," and then proceeds to transform with Bundi. So they literally make back the upper torso of the Gohan robot. I forgot the name of it, but yes, the upper torso of it. And then after that fight's done, Speedor just leaves. It's just like, wait, why'd you make it sound like you were here for a reason? You just came, combined, and this is literally like the most glorified of a toy commercial I've ever seen implemented into a show. And it was just like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm starting to like have it with this show. Like it's not good. Like this is probably gonna be my lowest rated episode. Because I was rewatching it earlier because I'm typing up my Boonboomger catchup, and I was like, oh my god, this is so ass. So yeah, just wanted to say that. That's Boonboomger. Yeah.
But Gavv was really good. I watched the last 2 episodes of Gavv back to back, and I really enjoyed them.
It is a really good episode that we have on here. Though I will say I am not a fan of Valen's donut form now, seeing it in motion. It is such an awkward looking suit.
It does look awkward in some bits, but I feel like I've seen better angles for some shots here and there. A little bit.
Even then, it's just like the pop out aspect of the donuts just look very odd, especially around the eyes. I think it's the eyes that ruin it for me. So let me pull this up here. And there we go. See, look at that. Look at those eyes.
Yeah, that does look weird. I will say that. I like the glazed shoulder pads. The eyes do look weird. Okay, the eyes are the weird part for it.
The fighting style I'm a fan of. It's more like brawly, like using his actual fists.
Mm.
But then again,
like, it's cool.
Valen's been like, I feel like the more wild brawlers, the fighter between the two of them anyway.
I do like that they didn't drag out the fact that now that Hanto's identity has been revealed, that Shoma didn't hold back from not revealing himself. Like, we literally got it pretty quickly. And then they had like the whole coming to terms in terms of that character moment between them.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, still keeping the secret from Sajika, which I thought was nice. But there was one point within it all that I think is where the current speculation brain is happening when it comes to this episode. And it is when Hanto pulls out the picture of him and his mom, and Shoma takes a look at it. He goes through a whole like memory, like resurfacing moment. Like there's a blocked memory that was suppressed. So any theories on that? Any feelings?
Cousins?
No, I think that possibly shit. Fuck, I forgot the main character's name for a second.
Shoma.
Sorry. That Shoma
No,
maybe ate. Yeah, that Shoma maybe ate the mother.
Oh,
funny,
interesting.
Like, yo, I ate your mom.
My thing is, I feel like because they emphasized that Sakito said, that wasn't the only thing I lost that day," and I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Sakito,
Hold on.
you mean
Are they a
Hanzo?
brother?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Hanzo.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
I'm like, wait, Sakito's relevant in a show that's not his?
I'm
Boy.
sorry. You gotta remember, I'm recovering. But anyway, but yeah, it was interesting because it's like it implies that like he didn't just lose his mom, even though that's the photos of him
He
and
lost
his
that
mom.
soccer ball that day too.
Maybe, but it's
True.
like the way it implies, it's like what's the relationship between the two of them? Like what happened there? Which is
I
why
feel
I'm like, the show's back to getting cooking because this is where this is giving me back like the earlier episode vibes.
Hmm.
Now, I'll give you a theory that Orb in the chat mentioned when we were on a VC call the other day. He thinks that Shoma was the granute that grabbed Hanto's mom.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Wouldn't he have had to have been like 5?
He would have been like 5, but he thinks because of the experimentation that they did on him, he probably went berserk first, transformed into a granute form, and busted out, took the mom back, and then ended up, going through with the entire, which kind of seems a little bit crazy because he's pretty much implying that the Red Gavv in itself is a limiter from Shoma's true form. But I'm like, but his dad wanted him to be stronger because he was weak. So it's like there's different holes within that plot point that I just don't think work out.
I agree. That's why I think it's probably there's a lot more to it. Plus, if it was that simple, you know what I mean? If it was that easy to put together, I don't think they would have framed it like that. Because this show with the openings has done that thing where it has led us astray many a time. So
Yeah.
I find that I don't think things are going to be as obvious as we, let them be. At least for now.
And the thing is, it's like another possibility that I was thinking, but the timeline of events doesn't line up because, of course, Shoma's actor is only like 4 years younger than Hanto's actor. So it wouldn't have lined up, but I was like, maybe it's a case of like misremembering his own mom's face, and maybe this person was his mom, and they're actually siblings.
That could be it, because you see like half of the photo. That could be the classic. They unfold the picture, or you find the other half, and it's actually them.
As long as they don't do the stupid trope thing, if that's the case where it turns out that her face got slashed by the granute, and then they had to do facial reconstruction, and they're unpeeling back the thing, and they're like, "It's your new face!" Oh, yay! Classic trope in all forms of live action media, but it's how you do it. So it's like there's different possibilities there, or it could be the possibility that when she was taken back, because once again, this was a time period before glassification was even a thing, so they were actually abducting folks, taking them back to the granute world to, I guess, make them the spice. So it might be a possibility that Shoma interacted with Hanto's mom before the actual, glassification happened. Because we don't know a lot about his childhood life in general. There's still a lot of holes in some of the backstory that he's told us so far, because since he has mentioned that not only was he locked up in that one room for the longest time, but also that his mom and him picked grass from the side of the road, and that's what they ate. How could you eat that if you were locked up in the room your entire childhood? So there's a lot of things that Shoma has said about his backstory that just don't add up currently. And I think this whole possible repression of memories could be the reason why he made such a incoherent statement in the past, conflicting statements in the past.
Maybe. I'm also kind of curious, like, if Shoma did pick, like, how far outside was he allowed to go if he was allowed to pick up, grass on the side of the road? Because, like, I assume, like, they kept him and his mom in captivity for a while.
Yeah, especially if you consider that it seems like just dealing with humans is very taboo in their culture, because apparently just having humans in their food is against the government like regulations.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know that, so what's the possibility of them just seeing a human in Granute society? Wouldn't that cause some turmoil or something?
Unless
we
they have
don't know
a
what that would do.
huge backyard.
They could, I mean, but given how you see their world look, it looks like everyone's castles are like right next to each other. It's like a homeowners association of nothing but castles in 2D space, including the top, because they're all over. It's like top, bottom. I'm guessing high society is literally the ones that are upside down because they're up high.
Yeah, possibly.
So Mark, what's your 2 cents on what is Shoma repressing?
I don't know. I like the idea that he ate the mom. Like, I don't know why. I think that was like, if the photo like folds out, like it wouldn't make any sense for like Shoma to be in the photo or anything like that. Like, I just don't know what he's repressing. Like, I don't know. Maybe something. It's just weird. It's one of those things where throughout this whole entire show so far, I haven't really speculated on anything. I kind of just been in the passenger seat, just enjoying what they're giving us. They're not failing. The show's not boring to the point where I'm like, oh, I wish they would do this instead. Oh, it'd be kind of cool if they did this instead. I'm like, oh, this show's really good. I don't want to theorize because I trust them.
It's like even when you have theories, sometimes they may pay off, sometimes they don't. That's the whole thing with theory crafting anyway. But this show, honestly, like the previous set of 2-parters that we got before this 2-parter were kind of just, mundane, just giving us
filler parts.
Nothing great, just to get us to see Hanto be his own person before this big reveal. But now that we're back into the synergy of how these shows flow, it's what's going on? What you cooking with here, Junko? Like what are you trying to tell us with this?
I will say though, I do need a certain Stomach Inc. member to get some more screen time. I'm starting to turn into Wolverine holding the photo meme. Like I'm turning into that now because I'm like, Roto, where are you? Like,
I mean, she did get some play this episode as well.
Not enough.
It's just like there could have been more Grota, significantly more Grota.
So you just need a spinoff.
Hey. She's the main character.
Kamen Rider Grota. Got it.
Yes.
No, please don't.
No.
That's it.
No.
I need to send a DM to Giga. I got an idea for
that's the name.
Can we not? And say we didn't?
Do not.
I think chat would agree with the name.
No.
I think chat would commit to the bid.
I don't care what chat thinks.
I think I just made a new bid for what my Gavv review is going to be. I will make that parody now. Thank you, Cloudy, just for you.
I hate you.
That will be the parody now. Screw
just
the froth of chocolate that looks like diarrhea. Nah, it's Kamen Rider Grota.
Just know that with a passion, I hate you right now.
Written by Yuya Takahashi.
I'm leaving.
No, it's got to be written by Noe to get proper approval. It's got to be scandalous. Scandalous. Yes. I don't get people saying if the photo folded out. Like, what do you expect? Like Shoma to be on the other side? That would mean that her.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
this is the kid I don't care about. This is the kid I care about because I'm all.
I'm wondering, what if it's the human form of one of the Stomach Inc. people?
The only ones that would have been the proper age, actually, I think.
No, we don't know their aging process.
I don't know.
Or it ends up being that weird sus dude that's been operating on Hanto.
Her husband is Suga.
Yeah.
But then why would that trigger a memory repression from Shoma? He doesn't know who Suga is. He just saw him that one time.
Because Suga's I don't know, fugitive. I don't know. That's why I don't speculate. I'm just watching what they can give me. I was like, hey, they give me good stuff. Like, like this is entertaining. But they don't need. I hope the photo isn't folded. I hope it's actually torn, so there's no other. part to it.
There's nothing to showcase that it's just that it's worn. He's had it in his
You never
pocket.
clean cut. You never clean cut like cut a photo. Could be torn.
I mean, he also carried that picture of the Granute like around with him.
Yeah.
Since he was a kid.
How? I don't know how that paper didn't get destroyed. That's some good parchment. Like, no battle damage to that painting. That drawing's got to be at least about 13, 14 years old. No damage on it. It's like still a little faded. That's it.
Now the thing that I would at least add fuel to the fire of Orb's theory earlier of Shoma possibly being the Granute is once again, remember his photo when we looked at that child drawing. The Granute had a very prevalent red mouth on there that, you know, at first we were speculating that it was like Shoma's Gavv, that he was the thing. But then people were like, no, it's just the lips of the Granute. But now looking back, that could actually be a real possibility. It could be that he did have the red Gavv on him. So see, there's tons of layers peeling there. I got to rewatch this episode a few more times just to get to the nitty gritty of how I feel on some of this.
Yeah, I only watched it once before showing up today.
Yeah, I've only seen the episode twice now, so it's like I gotta see it a couple more times to digest. That's how I know that the episode had a lot of different layers when I got to watch it multiple times just to see what I'm missing out in a lot of those portions. It's good. It's good. I am definitely feeling it, especially how we end up having the dynamic between these two. And it's also a matter of how long can Shoma keep the secret that he's part of the Stomach family, especially with like Shitter and Jeep literally fighting him dead on next episode. If Hanto shows up, he's gonna get the deeds.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think that's the secret that's going to be kept in the tank too long. I give it an episode or two. Because this show likes just...
A jump through the sky turns to a rider
kick. I was going to say, how long do you think it will be? Like, do you think they'll hold on for one episode or 2 episodes?
Yeah.
I mean, next episode, we know Shitter and Jeep is going to be the focus, so this is going to be interesting.
Yes, but if we continue down the route of doing 2-parters... then essentially I can see it being the reveal at the end of the episode. And then the following episode.
Like build?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing like when Shoma found out about Hanto. That was the end of that first episode of that 2-parter before we got the payoff. Also, real quick, because Muso did send this a while ago. Had to bust it out because, yeah, get that SP license. So my engine, oh my, turn up, go on. Also, praise be to Donut Valen. Just don't be glazed by sugar, and you'll be good. Wait. Nah, Giga might do something with that.
As long as they take my pitch idea for a show, they will.
Well, we'll see on that. Yes, Cloudy?
Sorry, memory's a little foggy. I just remembered something. Or at least I
remembered who the person in that photo is relative to you?
No. God, no. I don't think I'll ever remember that. I try not to remember that. Yeah, great. Oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Why just speak? Why did you do that?
It's okay, Cloudy. While you lost your train of thought, I thought of the name Avocado Sentai Donut Glazer.
That is an amazing name, but that's not what I was thinking. Oh, great. Give me a sec.
An Ultraman Glazer? Be great. Let's see. Do we think if the twins are dead next episode, or maybe just assume dead for a bit? Either one or both of the twins. The thing is, it's like I kept speculating that I think the twins are going to end up being like the first ones out.
Yeah, I've had that for a while.
But the thing is, I don't know if they would full on just kill them like right off the bat. Because I do think that there's if there's characters that could get redeemed, it's probably them because they are the youngest and they are just following like the family plan, and they are a little bit ignorant to everything that's going on around them. So they could technically get falsely killed, then taken to Dente, and then once again, it's like my big thing is I feel that there might be a coalition that Shoma could end up forming between Granoots and humans on the back end of things.
What if one of them survives and the other just goes like batshit crazy, and they'll come back within like a couple of episodes?
I mean, that's always a trope when it comes to twin characters. Is all you got to do is separate them, and then one goes ballistic.
Oh, also their marriage thing. I'm curious about that. Who are they engaged to, or potentially engaged to?
Death by Snoo.
Oh, that remind. And I remember the thing now. I remember a couple of episodes back we theorized when they would find out each other is who. Bert, do you remember what we said, or do you remember anything about that? Because
I don't, because that was weeks and months ago.
Within hours of streams.
Damn. I wish someone could tell us. I want to know if one of us was right.
Folks are here saying that they don't want a redemption of the twins. It's like, look, there's some characters within the show that I can see getting redemption, and some that I don't. I don't see redemption for Grota. I'm sorry, but she did squish.
She don't need it.
She killed the mom.
Yes. She not only pressed, but then just, no redemption. No redemption for you.
Good.
Gone. Out.
You get
All
nothing.
Good day, sir.
We don't know how deep into the rabbit hole we're going to end up getting with Nirab, but I feel that he would be one of those that could also be unredeemable. Rango, on the other hand, I don't know. I got a twinge of stuff 2 episodes ago. Well, an episode ago before this one. Like, I feel like there might be something there, especially since they chose to have him debut on the human world, with Sachika being the first one to see him.
Yeah.
So
you're thinking romance?
I'm thinking not really a romance thing. Like, Sachika's entire thing is that she wants to fix people, right? Like, she wants to help them out with their problems. And who better to fix than, this guy? And so I mentioned in my review that, especially since Sachika is technically a high-class human, because she's a rich girl. And we know that for a fact. He comes from human high society. And what does Rango like? High society.
True.
I come from the same society.
You know what I hate? Now all I have, if I was a rich girl, stuck in my head.
Why?
Yeah, but yeah, I do feel like there might be a thing where she ends up just outreaching to him or running into him again, but once again in the human form, and he's not saying anything about being a Granu or anything. And it might it could end up going romantic, don't know yet, but it might end up playing maybe a mirror tale to how Shoma's dad and his mom ended up being, and then Rango ends up with the realization of where his dad was coming from.
He's like, I get you. I understand.
Yeah.
I had a taste.
Because another thing about that episode that really stood out was just after Shoma ended up beating his agents, and they just show like Rango's face, and he's just like, It's like, wow, Mr. All Business out here actually kind of like admitting that boy did good. So I'm just like, okay, there's definitely a lot that could be dissected from these portions if you're looking between the lines of what we're seeing here, which is why I felt that was, once again, another peak episode just by showing us those little tidbits there. So we'll see how they end up playing it off. But I do feel that the character dynamic that we'll see will end up being with Sachika and Rango, just like we're getting like it seems like someone from the Stomach family is going to end up having some correlation with someone in the main cast.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like Nirab's going to end up being the one for Hanto. Just because the whole Suga dynamic.
Could be.
But we still got to find out what Suga's entire thing is, because another thing that I mentioned, since we didn't have a live stream last week, because I was still editing together that Gavv video, when Suga got the package that had the footage of Valen and Gavv's fight, it came wrapped in red and yellow, things. And you combine the two colors together, you get orange. And what's the color orange in the stomach family? That's Nido's color. Because we don't have any of the family members having just yellow. We have just red with Rango. So that's why I'm thinking they're possibly doing color coordination to show it's meant to be orange. So there's a lot of little tidbits there. A lot of little tidbits. That's why I got to rewatch this particular episode a few more times so I can start peeling back whatever layers they got going on there to get my juices flowing. But yeah. Let's see here. What else? If a rider, one of the mains in the season, ends up dying horribly, but it somehow makes sense, how would I feel? If it's organic and it just happens and they don't bring them back, then I might enjoy it. Because that's the thing that I really hate in a lot of these shows. It's like death kind of means nothing because they bring them back. I want someone to just die and stay dead in one of these shows. One of the more recent shows. Because it's like that's the thing that really got me with Geats. Like when they removed the stakes out of there. Like it's just let me get some steaks. Let me get some like big meaty steaks with one of these. So look, if they end up killing like Honto, I think that would be a gut punch for a lot of folks.
Yeah,
because he is the secondary. The thing is, you can't just introduce a character and then kill him off, expecting like the dynamic to end up working on there, because you got to build up that character for the course of several episodes just to have that sort of sting effect. But if it's someone that's been there from the very beginning, then damn.
They give Shoma diabetes.
It's like, well, your human side has contracted type 2 diabetes.
Yeah. There's a new type. It's type 3. Or they introduce the tertiary, and then the next episode they kill the rider. It's like, oh, we got our third. And then it's like the next episode, no, they're dead.
They kill off Shoma and then replace him with Kamen Rider Ozempic.
Yes.
It was the cure. It was the cure. Like all of the diabetes meds end up showing up.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the plot for one of the movies.
Oh, well, they ain't having a winter movie, so.
Cinema. Yeah, I know. That's interesting choice. I mean, we know why, but I was like, oh, man. I wouldn't have got to see it till spring anyway, so I'm okay with that.
That's it. That's true.
And good thing nothing plot related happens in it. And character development.
I see a sketch going around of what the potential third writer is. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
It's the pudding thing, right?
Yeah, the one that looks like flan.
Dent Man.
Let me see.
Christmas trees.
Oh, I see it. Someone just posted up a newer thing on here. Let me see. I don't know. This one was just in writer spoilers. So let me get this here and go on here. This is, I guess, the current sketch going around.
Why does it look like a JoJo stand? It looks like Zoeldo.
Looks like that one game where there's like AI robots that you had on like the PlayStation 3 and you had to like shoot them.
Is that some kind of bop it or an arrow thing? I don't know.
I mean, like the steering wheel thing from Boonboomger, the steering wheel.
It does look like the steering wheel. Maybe they combined the Is that an arrow on his mouth? No more arrows, please.
I mean, if it's a bow and arrow, you know he's gonna die.
Yeah. Okay, here's the deal. If that's like the actual third, I already hate it. Like, what is it?
But it's
like,
got custard shoulders.
That's what that's supposed to be?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like flan pudding.
I don't know who drew that. but
Okay,
I don't
listen.
see custom.
I could see how the suit would look better, like a lot better, probably. But I don't like it. I don't like the drawing.
This is another.
Oh, there we go.
one.
That's a lot better.
This
See
one,
that?
a little bit more detail.
Yeah, this
on
is
the
what I was thinking it would translate to in like an actual suit. That belt is interesting because that's an actual belt.
It looks blue version of the Gavv driver.
Still looks like a JoJo stand. I will say that.
It does.
Thing is, it's like the way that they drew the Gochizo on it, it's almost like it's either sleeping or it's just dead. It's just using its carcass.
That'd be kind of cool though. Where
Let's
do the Gochizos die go when they die? Because they're just floating away. It's like the tertiary is just up there with all the Gochizos, like, and just brings them back to life and uses them.
Here it is. This is the image. So this is the more highly detailed drawing of it.
I don't know how I feel about it. The bow just doesn't look like a normal bow. Like the things are too parallel. They need to be like curved out like that. And
Maybe it ends up. I mean, looking at the circles here, this could end
it
up
looks like it
bending,
Yeah.
and then being able to shoot out whatever arrows
or
he's going to
comes
shoot
apart
out.
in a two hand mini scythe.
My thing is it's he's flan themed, right? So
Yeah.
his projectiles are gonna be like goo. Right?
Yes, more
Goo.
Yes,
Oh.
The
all the imagery.
white
all of the
chocolate
imagery.
part was just so bad.
This is now yellow or beige.
Once again, brought to you by condoms. Here he goes again.
Yep.
Depends.
Depends and condoms making a comeback yet again.
Oh. I mean, the design wise, I don't mind it. It's just I don't like the weapon. Oh, because like the way that those shoulders look, I expect this guy to like get in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I guess he's just a sniper, even though he looks like he's built for like close range action.
that's what I'm saying. He looks like he's ready to fight up straight up. But it looks like this guy's gonna be another range. Also, isn't Valen technically range too? Because his is a gun as well. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
so this is double what I don't want. Great.
This is apparently called the Vlastam gear, is what the belt is called.
I hate
And yeah,
that.
it looks like it's got two handles on there. So I wonder if he pulls on both of them out to close it. But this one is a an artificial Gavv as well. It's like the Valen Buster, except
Yeah.
it's a fake Gavv. Which, given that it's designed, it's like I wonder if this is something dealing with Nirib, considering the orange color scheme.
Hmm.
And it could be what he's trying to cook up after seeing everything and looking over Dente's notes on how he modified Shoma's Gavv to begin with. He would be the likelier one. But I don't know if he would do it to himself or if he would just find a Granute to experiment on to do this. Because I don't think he's like one of those, fine, I'll handle it myself. He seems to be one of those that's just like, I'm just going to fuck around and find out. So I'm just going to make
Unless
this
he's
shit and watch off the
guaranteed-
distance.
If it's guaranteed to work, he would. But he'd rather do all the experiments on other people.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not another Dread situation where it's going to jump between all these different forms or different people.
I really hope not, because then it would mean that we're substituting out Granute of the week for just Vlam getting, a new Granute to get him. Then we get a Vlam army, Vlam troopers. Hooray! I hate you all for like now pronouncing that.
The Vlam Squad.
Vlam squad.
I don't like that. It makes me sad.
But yeah, I'm definitely leaning on how we've already gotten a, we've got Shoma being full Granute, and now we got Hanto being human with a Granute organ that seems to be speeding up his recovery process and things like that, slowly taking over. We could have the opposite here with a Granute that's gotten some human in him. And that could be what we got there. Though I don't know what other forms we would end up getting with something like this. Because dealing with the custard side of things, it's like we could go Jello. I don't know. Maybe popsicles to harden. But then melting. I don't know. Anything? Nothing?
No.
I don't like it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I just don't.
Until we get the scans for it, and then you might.
Officially, yeah.
That's
Like,
what I'll hit. That's my opinion for now. I'll hit it with the. I'll wait till I see the scans.
I'm gonna laugh if this is just like the belt part aside. It's just another form for Gavv, and everyone's like, "Oh, look, it's the third." It's like, no. I left if we don't get a third.
You know, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, it's like we don't need one. So it's like
I've been hoping we don't get a third for a while now.
I've been hoping we don't go more than 3. Like I'm okay with a third. Just no, don't keep going, please.
Well, the thing is, it's like it's still out whether or not Sachika is going to become a writer within this show or not.
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
mean,
with as it is,
with all the money she's got, maybe she could make some. She could be this show's version of Tackle, or just be someone that's just like, I don't actually transform into a Kamen Rider. I get this suit, but I'm not a Kamen Rider. And that's it. Maybe she doesn't cover up her face. Maybe she's dressed up like a spandex or something like that. See?
mm-hmm. Good work.
All right. So moving on, because at the start of the week, we got a logo. By the end of the week, we got a poster. And it's just like, man, since I was late to the news, I didn't see the logo for it until like 2 days ago. And then, like I was saying, it's like I didn't even see the image of the suits until I went on YouTube a few hours ago and saw Ash already made a video on it on the thumbnail. And I was like, what? I gotta go click on some stuff.
Get your heart out, everyone else who's in Zio's algorithm for homepage.
Yep. Homepage just be spoiling me from time to time. It's difficult. It's difficult. My algorithm's all like out of whack, given all the change that intros that we've been doing, given the songs that I've had to play for my kid in the car since he's obsessed with certain songs, and then what I regularly look up, and then this. So yeah, it's like the algorithm doesn't even know what I want.
I've been curating my algorithm for the last couple weeks for obvious reasons, because I'm like, man, my feed is just a dumpster fire. And I found
all right, so
I need it to be.
Let's talk about it, because here it is. We got the GoZyuger suits, and I like them.
I like them as well.
Helmets.
I like them. I mean, Red's rocking the best color combination. He's got the red, black, and gold. If I had
like
a
him as
wine
well.
glass, I would be swirling it right now.
I gotta get used to the shoulders, but other than that, I'm liking the suits.
Now let me go to the AI enhanced one. Like this is an AI upscaled one. So a lot of the quality ended up like disappearing in some of the aspects on here. But hey, gets rid of the watermark, but looks a little off in certain places and things like that.
I don't know how I feel about the chest piece being like that, just blank circle thing.
It's got to get filled in with something. Like I really do feel that when they're doing like different techniques or things like that, that a symbol will end up appearing on the chest, which is why it's like free real estate.
That would be very appealing if they did that. Because like as of right now, if that stays blank, I'm like, wait, like that's just
I can't see it staying blank. It's like that would. There's got to be a reason why it's just completely blacked out, and it's got to have something in there.
Yeah.
There's got to be something that ends up popping up in there, which is what my current thought process is. When we probably get the reveal for it, then they'll likely end up showing us that. The first thing that I took away from this is that it reminds me of Geki Violet from Geki Ranger, and it reminds me of Geki Violet, Geki Ranger, and Dai Ranger, as well as Don Goku. So everything that I'm getting is martial arts based, which I'm all for if that's the case, because I've been wanting a martial arts based Sentai again for a while, and if we get it, boy. And it helps that, we got the henshin device ends up being the gauntlets that 2 are wearing. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with those.
I still haven't changed my opinion. I still get Gal Ranger vibes from this as well.
It's
But
only because the fingernails.
The freaking claws and the mask. Like, come on. Like, look, animalistic mask, claw hands. Like, you can see it.
Which is why I said, like, Geki Violet. Like,
yes, but also, what about the entire Sentai team with the same, motif as that?
They don't have a dinosaur in theirs.
I don't think they need one. I mean, these guys, they're not all dinosaurs.
But one has a dinosaur.
Not all of them, do they?
Yellow's a dinosaur.
Are they all dinosaurs?
No, one's a unicorn.
Okay, see, look.
See what? So once again,
so what? Are there mythical animals in Geki Ranger? And I'm talking about from the good guy's side, not the bad.
But on Dai Ranger there is, and their helmets do remind me like a, Dai Ranger-esque. Especially. With
I'm not saying any of yours are wrong. I'm just saying you gotta admit there's a little bit of Gal Ranger.
Yeah, I don't see the Gal Ranger on there.
All right, cool.
Or dinosaurs.
I'll let him be.
Yeah, apparently Yellow's a T-Rex.
I like T-Rexes.
So that's what we got there. One funny note that I noticed on here, I was like, man, nice to see the Boon Red 119 undersuit getting usage, right? Because it's just like they're not using it in Boonboomger, so it's just like let's use that on there because this has that nice like sleek pleather look to it, at least from this appearance on here, which is nice. So I fucks with it. Also, Black's apparently female. Looking at that entire design, we got it. We finally got a proper female Sentai that's in the black coloration, as opposed to just being white, pink, or yellow, or sometimes
appearing for less than 2 seconds, like we got in King Ojo.
Well, don't forget blue. They are also blue sometimes.
If you got the director's cut, you got it for a whole 10 seconds longer. So hey.
Nice.
Which reminds me, I watched King Ojo in Space on Sunday. God, that was awful. God, no.
Oh, and Silver. There was also a female Silver.
Yeah.
It's a waste. Waste
of the female Silver? Or,
no. Well, I'm
no, the King Ojo in Space.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I have it because I saw the subs drop and I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick that up, and then I just didn't have time to watch it.
I reacted to the fight scene. That's about it.
So, thoughts on suits overall?
I like the helmet. I kind of like the red helmet. Like the red is like the most appealing to me.
Fair. I give it a B.
I want to see that robot.
I like it, but I still would like to give it a B. I like King Oger's a little bit more at the moment. My only problem with these is the chest. Like the chest looks off to me.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like King Ojo looks so un-Sentai, while this looks like proper Sentai.
I know King Ojo looks Sentai-ish, I thought.
I don't know. I think this is more traditional Sentai style compared to King Ojo.
King Ojo looked like it belonged in the Chosation series. It looked like something out of Grand Caesar or something like that, just made in more, modern times.
I guess. Fair.
I think I'm more forgiving and enjoy the suits because of the countless hours of research and development I've done for a video that got claimed on Giga. So these type of suits, I'm like, they're shiny. little loose. And I mean, the upscaling one, I still like the watermarked photo better than this one. Because something about the way the colors are on this looks better, even though it's kind of like blurry and distracting with the watermark. This is like, I just want to know what the robot looks like. That's like
The robot does look cool. I like it.
Actually, I just noticed something on Black Suit that I don't like. Is it outlined in pink?
That looks purple.
Maybe purple. I don't know.
But you can't really tell because when you go into the other image, it's like up.
Oh, that is pink, actually.
Yeah.
So when you go into this one, it's definitely pink.
But I don't know if the upscaling made it brighter though, because if it's darker, it'd be closer to like a purple.
And the thing is, I can't tell if they were rocking like a sash or something on their belt that's like free floating, or if that's part of the mech. Okay.
No, that's the background for sure. I was just thinking like maybe the reflective bit is bouncing off the
because it's also on like the shoulder part here.
Oh, it is probably pink because if you notice, everyone else they have their red, blue outline or whatever the heck. So
yeah.
But
Black.
the thing is, like normally for black, they would just go white, especially considering that they've got.
I mean, white or purple, maybe. But
maybe it's like a whitish pink.
But I'm assuming because they're female, they got to add the pink.
They gotta just instantly be.
Still
like
gotta have it in there.
Yeah. Yeah. They got so not
sure.
Yes.
What do you think the changer is? Because is it the claw?
It's the claw.
Like the hand?
Yeah.
And then they got a ring, so it's like a ring.
I assume they put a ring on the claw, and then that's how they transform.
Is this like a hybrid of wizard and something else? Because
I mean, I told you I got wizard vibes originally from seeing the logo last time.
The thing about it is that it does look like only two of them are rocking the gauntlets. So I don't know if there's only a set amount of gauntlets. So part of the entire only one thing is that who's possessing both gauntlets.
Maybe I don't know.
So they alternate or they fight over it.
I'm just happy.
Blue's got one of the left.
I thought that looked like a hand when we saw the logo the first time. I'm glad that it is actually just a hand for the rings.
Yeah, and the finger's on the middle finger, even though he's holding it on his index finger, which makes no sense in comparison to how they got it in this logo. But you know what? That's semantics.
Who cares? It looks good. It looks nice.
The thing that I am slightly disappointed is obviously because the changer's gonna probably be a mixture between the gauntlet and the rings. That's not gonna fit any of our hands.
Nope.
No.
I got a long like this is
unless it's a massive like a massive toy. And you just
they better announce like Memorial Edition day one. Like,
hey
guys, this is gonna come out.
Gigantic.
Because that's what we were asking for with King Odra since day one, because we knew their DX swords were going to be rinky dink teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they actually did end up announcing it before the show ended, which is like the earliest we've ever gotten a Memorial Edition before like the show, ended was the announcement of it. So I'm just like, just do it. Just do it. If you're going to make it a wearable transformation device, you got to release it. You got to release a memorial for it.
So plot of the story so far? What do you think?
I gotta pull up the spoilers here to see. But
I haven't been following the leaks for the show too much.
Yeah, neither have I on that front. But I will say, like, I do like that the mech looks like it's a giant fist, because the chest piece looks like it's the claws coming out like that. Which makes me wonder, is it just a giant fist or a bunch of fists fisting, and then they combine into the mech and then transform?
If anyone's ever played World of Final Fantasy, one of the monsters is actually a hand that looks like that. And because you could stack monsters on top of each other in that game, you could then sit on top of it. And that's all I got from like the hand thing. I was like, that's a thing from World of Final Fantasy. And I'm like, I don't think anyone's ever played
I have also played Final Fantasy Pokemon. It is actually kind of fun.
Yeah, it's so good.
So let me see what I can find here in terms of what they had for the some of the leaks, or at least rumors regarding what this story is.
Siblings again.
Let's see,
Haji Ranger. Oh my god.
The robot's main body is transformed from the fist blades on each member's hand. The thumb and pinky on the fist blade become the robot's arms, while the index and ring finger become the robot's legs. So it literally is just a fist transforming. The position of the ring becomes the robot's head. Each member has a ring that can serve as the robot's head, and the palm of the hand becomes the robot's body. So it's okay. So interchangeable.
It's like
head.
when you used to do little hand puppet things, and like it's the thing from Adam's Family. Is their mecha?
So each of them are the individual fingers, and then based on who's the head, the fingers will all realign themselves.
No, the head will just change.
Okay.
Depending on whose ring is the one that's rocking it. Each member's additional independent weapons can also serve as the robot's new arms. The replacement method involves flipping the original robot's arms to the back and then attaching the new arms to form the independent weapon. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that mechanic before already in Sentai.
I can't wait for someone to just
which is definitely something that they did in Gal Ranger, which they call out on here.
Oh, what? Oh, let me hear that again. What?
Mech.
Oh, let me hear that again. Gal Ranger. Oh. Oh, that reminds me.
This time, the transformation device, universal weapon, and robot body are all integrated into one, meaning that the robo is the changer and all that stuff. So it's one single toy, aka less toys for Bandai to sell on Sentai. Yeah, they still ain't getting it. They ain't getting it.
I mean, they said that
Less
the individual
toys than
weapons will be
they're already
the
selling,
things, right? So maybe because with each of them will have their own unique weapon. Maybe that'll.
That's still. They're not getting it. They're not getting it. I said, like, henshin device for each of them, not just the henshin device becomes the robot and you just got it. Oh no.
Oh, that reminds. I'm kind of curious. Can you? I wonder if you could put the mech in like a perpetual flipping the bird like form.
Well, probably.
Oh, 100%.
God, that's how you have to display it. That's gotta be.
That means that the Memorial Edition of the Changer would be probably the more posable robot.
Oh no!
It's like you want posability, get the Memorial Edition that fits adult hands, so it's big.
The things they'll do with that. Oh no!
Let me see if there's anything else here regarding it. Let's see. Let's see here. More stuff regarding the poster. Nope, nothing there. So let me keep scrolling up to see what I can find here. You guys can keep chit-chatting on different things regarding this while I'm looking.
I just bought the Toku collectible Power Rangers mystery box.
Oh no! They better not high five as their like winning thing, please. Don't. Or no fist bump either. God, stop. No.
What if one of them goes, and then the other one goes, "Hey!"
What if his
the
monster's taunting him, and the mech just goes like this?
Yeah, the mech just turns into the middle finger real quick, and then turns back.
The transformation sequence is going to involve that middle finger just popping up.
Oh no!
I'm just trying to.
I'm gonna be excited.
I can't imagine how this transformation is going to work without it looking phallic in some way. It's going to look bad in some way.
Just go with it.
Although, definitely the most classic, like, this is definitely like more idealistic Sentai than we've gotten before. You know what I mean? Like the ideas for the show itself are obviously unique and whatnot, but like from style to like premise, like solid mech, this is like classic Sentai again.
Let's see. Everything else that I'm running into is just the stuff that we talked about previously, with the rumors being that the show begins with a flashback to the year 2000, and the team's grandfather was the original Red Wolf, and the powers are passed down. That it's dealing with the family dynamic again.
So like the Ninja mixed with Cure Major and all that nonsense. Oh, sorry, Maji Ranger.
Yeah, but then add in whatever they're dealing with on here, which if their powers being like that, but then not like, yeah, I would say that martial arts is probably going to be my. I'm still putting that on my bingo card.
I don't think so, but go for it.
Look, let me dream.
Oh, I'm sorry. You crushed my dreams of Gow Ranger? Do you want me to let you dream? Okay.
Look, you just want them to fight like wild animals?
Yeah, I'll be down with that.
It's like the animal motif is already like spread around in a lot of these shows, regardless. But martial arts, how long has it been?
It's been ages.
Exactly.
I'm not saying we can't have it. I'm just saying sprinkle some of that wild animal energy in there. I'm not opposed to Geki.
I mean,
Ranger
once again, Geki Ranger.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm not opposed
the wild
to Geki
animals
Ranger.
in there.
Plus, Geki Ranger, great season. So anything that reminds you of it can't be that bad. Hopefully.
And then you throw in like a mythical in there, so
Team
you
power up.
Get the Die Ranger vibes of it too. Like it could be great. This could be the greatest ever. This could be the #1 Sentai.
Don't hype it like that, Zio. It's gonna be trash.
They're telling us
Sentai.
it's gonna be #1, so it better be #1.
Next thing you know, this will be trash Sentai garbage,
And I will judge it as such.
Okay.
As you should.
All right, but I was trying to think about something because there was something about this poster that brought me back to something that I immediately forgot. Fuck.
Okay. Don't think too hard now.
I'm not trying to because of the.
I believe in you.
Don't believe in me.
He is now following. Okay, cool.
Oh my god, my brain. It hurts to think. Jesus.
Sound it out.
I don't wanna. This is turning out for the worst.
I know.
What are you trying to think of?
Well, when you keep asking me, I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. Because I'm trying to think, but it's like every time I think, I'm just like, ooh, that's a shiny ring.
Okay. But yeah, no, I still find it odd that only 2 of them are rocking the gauntlet on here. So there has to be something to there just being 2 in this poster. Because everyone should technically be rocking one if that's the case. So is the ring, and well, they have to be sold together if they're going to be the transforming robot. So it's like, but do you only get 1 ring? Do you get all the rings? Do you have to buy all the other rings separately? Like, what are they going to do?
Maybe. I assume they don't come with all the rings together because that would just be a lot in one, right? Because each ring gives a different weapon amongst other things.
So I'm just gonna say it's gonna come with the base red ring, and then you're gonna get the pre-order bonus of it coming with a Boonboomger ring that gives it a tire head.
Maybe. Oh, that reminds me. What's the villain faction? Have we gotten that leak yet, or
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything regarding that specifically. So,
any theories or thoughts, ideas, concerns?
The only theory that I have is that Toei was so proud of these costumes that they revealed it like 2 months faster than they revealed the Boonboomger suits.
Any theory that you think they just are tired of Boonboomger and they just want to get it over with?
Pretty much, because it's like, think of it from, because we were like in January still not seeing the Boonboomger outfits, right? Because there was this whole issue on like Toku Twitter and stuff like that regarding like the whole Boonboomger suit leaks and shit like that, because it was so safeguarded. And even then, I feel like even Toei knew that, like, yeah, these suits are probably not going to go over well with the general populace. So we're just gonna we can't hold them no more. Meanwhile, it's like I think this is one of the fastest turnarounds we've gotten from trademark, logo, like
debut, poster, everything.
Yeah.
Way.
No, I agree, because I mean, I feel like they were definitely proud of these designs. I mean, they should be proud of these designs. I think this is definitely, like, helmet wise, I'm in love with these helmets individually. I love the bodies of the suits. The only thing that's weird for me is the chest piece, and that's only because, like, the way I'm looking at it, it looks like it's dangling off a bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's not entirely attached to the chest itself, which is kind of like weird for me.
No, it looks like it's part of the shoulder armor, like Dandara Goku's.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I feel like it looks like it's a part of the shoulder armor, but doesn't feel like, or at least to me, it doesn't look like it's attached solidly to the chest of the suit itself. Which, like, I don't know, that makes me a little nervous about it.
You know what I thought of? Like, if they are, say, martial arts based and things like that.
You think it's a
like-
gong?
Yes, if it's a gong and they beat their chest, and then the
Yes.
symbol arrives, and then that's when they go ham on who they're fighting. Then that would be
Maybe.
great.
That'd
I'd be down
cool.
for that.
Be okay
The
with that.
chest beat.
I thought of it as a gong the moment you were like, martial arts. I was like, oh, wait.
And then I just had the G Gundam intro play in my head when the gong first plays. Well, the bell.
No,
rings.
Bell.
I was going more. I was going with the live action.
Listen,
Mortal
G
Kombat
Gundam's
theme song.
opening. That's a good opener.
Which one? Flying
the
the Sky or
first-
Trust You Forever?
Flying the Sky.
I like Trust You Forever more.
They're both good. I'm just saying.
They are, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, all right. I mean, like I said, suits are cool. I give them a B, personally. Just oddly for me, I have to see them. I guess more maybe.
Once we get them in motion, then that will start.
Yeah.
So I got to see like the 360 view on there because
Also,
I feel like
I don't see their legs. I don't see their boots, and I don't know.
the black part around their visor seems to wrap around their entire helmet like a ring.
Mm.
So I got to see how that's gonna look in motion, because I do hope that they keep the same material going around, and it's not one of those like Boone Violet situations where he's got like the glossy finish in the front where the eyes are gonna be, and I'm like, okay, cool, that's where he can see, but then the rest of it is like matte finish, and I'm like, what's going on there? Like, why couldn't you stick with the glossy finish throughout the entire tire? So
I need to know what shoes they're wearing. I need to know what kind of Jordans they got.
if they got
The Black Air Forces.
Listen, I need to see what kicks they're rocking.
They better have
that's
some
gonna be a
gold
big
trim.
seller. It's gonna be a seller for me, honestly.
I need that gold trim.
To be honest, I mean, like, what can you say?
Howdy, what if they get the retro one high OGs on? It's like, oh yeah, don't mind them. I'm dropping $600 shoes on them.
What? Mark, we gotta talk sneakers.
Well, the thing is, like, you can kind of see a little bit of the boots with
Where?
black here, but that's it, and they just look like regular boots. If that's the case, disappointed. But it could just be a her situation.
I mean, black has a lot of white on those pants parts, right? Or is that just me?
No, yeah, it's the same situation with the regular one. So yeah, that's just like a regular boot. Because I was thinking they could go with like the boots that are actually like mesh to look like feet,
Mm-hmm.
and then they
So
got
if they
the
were
on there too.
If they're martial arts theme, what kind of fighting style or what kind of martial arts? Because I mean, like, obviously Chinese martial arts are based on animals and whatnot, but like,
I mean, it varies whether or not they're gonna do traditional or they're gonna do like a mix and match, like they created their own techniques type of thing.
You really want this martial art thing, right?
Yes, and that's the thing about like Geki Ranger. It's like it was really based off of like their particular animal, and that determined their style, whether or not they were frantic, whether or not they were technical. All of those control aspects was based off like the animal that they were working with.
Well, yeah, that's like how traditional Chinese martial arts works. It's like, yeah, each one of their martial arts styles is based on like how an animal would actually move and whatnot.
And then they can have a crossover with Geki Ranger next year. Is there a Geki Ranger anniversary next year? Let me see.
Not that I know of. I haven't heard anything. Orb, let me know.
Let's see. When's a big anniversary year for Geki Ranger?
Last year. Joking.
No, because it aired 07.
So in
07
3 years. In 3 years.
So what Sentai technically would be, because they've been doing these pseudo anniversary crossovers with Sentai recently. Like I can assume that they're probably going to keep the tradition up now since they started it with King Oger.
But it would be what Sentai came out in 2004, and potentially what Sentai came in.
That would be Maji Ranger.
Yeah, so family aspect, magic. Yeah, I could see that. What Sentai came out in 2014?
What came out after TokuTonic?
Did you say 2004? Like
yes,
Blade?
2004.
Ninja.
Yeah, Ninja.
Another family one.
Another family one. So there you go. Okay. You know what's funny? We mentioned that earlier, and then look at what. Yeah. So definitely, family is probably going to be a big. Oh my God! No, this is going to be more family than.
They're all related. It's all extended family.
This is going to be more family than in Boonboomger. Oh God! Vin Diesel's going to do the cameo. Exactly. Vin Diesel's going to make a cameo in this season.
Listen, the fact that we're getting more Fast and Furious movies is upsetting to me.
Oh, right.
Past 11.
One other thing we have was sorry, I gotta do math reverse real quick. No, hold on. -5? Yeah, 1999. What was the Ranger season in 1999?
You know how many Sentais took place in 1999, but then one actually took place in 1999?
Oh, okay, what? Oh, wait, no, not 1999, 2009. My bad, 2009.
Oh,
2009. It's 2009 Shinkenja?
15 years ago. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, it was Shinkenger.
All right, that doesn't really come up with the family theme.
It doesn't. But look, if they can fulfill the promise that Go-Onger squandered by coming in between Geki Ranger and Shinkenger in terms of giving me samurais versus martial arts.
Wait, what was after Shinkenger in 2010?
GoZyuger.
Okay, maybe.
And then Gokaiju, yeah, so yeah.
Because this will also be airing in 2025, so it would also be, like, it could also be GoZyuger.
Yeah, but the bulk of its episodes are going to end up happening, you know, the ones where they can squeeze in that kind of shit is going to happen, 2025.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll squeeze in a GoRanger anniversary special for the 50th anniversary, or save that for the 50th season?
I think they'll still squeeze it in just for the date of it all.
I think they'll squeeze in a movie, like another Super Senkai.
What was after Maji Ranger?
Bokenja.
Which was the proper anniversary season because that was the 30th anniversary.
Right.
And that would be technically what I would see the next season crossing over with is all the anniversary seasons. So you'll get your Gao Ranger then.
Nah, I'm going to get my Gao Ranger now, bud.
Because your Gao Ranger was and Mark.
He
died.
Guess no one's getting Gao Ranger.
First I saw Mark die, and then everything died.
I was like, what I did?
Oh.
I was just like, Mark died, and then we all died.
The last thing I heard Cloudy say. The last thing I heard Cloudy say is, "I will get my Gao Ranger," and then
the stream said,
here's the thing: it was my villain-like monologue happened, and then it was just like, oh, okay.
But I'm just like, look, Gao Ranger was the 25th anniversary of Sentai.
Do you not like Gao Ranger? Do you not like Gao Ranger?
I've never seen Gao Ranger.
Really? It's good.
Put it on Toku Rewind. I've only seen Gao Ranger versus the Super Sentai. That's it.
It's such a good season. It also has a kick-ass opening.
I know it's got a really good opening.
Have you ever heard that shit live? Dude,
yes.
That shit live goes hard.
I have. Super Sentai Spirits is a thing.
I know. That shit goes hard, man. That shit goes hard. I can't believe he hasn't lost his voice.
But you'll get it afterwards.
I'll get it this year with Maji Ranger and Shinkenger.
So let's see. Given that this show's gonna start likely in February. It would be kind of weird because that would mean if it starts in early February, then they're probably going to have like episode 5 would have to be the Go Ranger tribute. And that's just an odd setup for it to be like 5 episodes in. Here you go. Introduction to Sentai. They'll have to pull a Turbo Ranger episode 1 where it's literally just an homage to all the past Sentai.
I'm also kind of curious about something else that has just been peeking on my mind. Not to think about the Sentai season after this one because we've already. But the reason I'm thinking about the Sentai season after this one is because obviously next year, Big 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we're doing this animal themed one, or sorry, mythical creature themed one this year, which has got dinosaurs. So here's hoping that the 50th anniversaries of Sentai doesn't have dinosaur themed. Let's go. Please.
Dinosaurs.
No dinosaur theme.
No, it has to be. It has to be dinosaurs.
Well, I mean, given that this one does already have dinos in it, I really
dinosaur.
I do want the 50th to technically be like a remake, reimagining, continuation of Go Ranger, and just try and make those suits from like give us Shin Go Ranger within the context of a show itself. And see how that ends up playing out. Now, the thing is, it's like some people may wonder, like, why the lineup doesn't properly make sense on these. It's like this is the 49th Sentai. We're here at the 50th anniversary. How come it's not lining up seamlessly? Well, the 70s was a wacky time for Toku shows, and there was no real set order for things. AKA, they didn't know what seasons were. So they just kept going on with shows until eventually their ratings dropped and they were like, all right, we got to cancel this. And
we need a new one.
Yeah, just replace it out. So yeah, Go Ranger went on for like a year and a half, 2 years. It went on for almost 2 years exactly.
I'd like a nice Jacka reference in one of the
84 episodes, 6
dinosaurs.
movies.
Yeah.
I thought it was 100 episodes. Was that Kamen Rider?
That's Kamen Rider.
That is
Original
That's
Kamen Rider.
Rider.
Yep.
I'm never rewatching.
A little
never
over
again.
100 technically. It's like
It was like 108, wasn't it?
105, I think. Total.
And the reason why we were able to offset some is because Jacka got canceled early on, so it only got like 30-something episodes because it was too dark for children back in the 70s. So you know that shit's hardcore.
This may sound weird. Oh, sorry.
Fell off.
Yeah. This may sound weird, but this may be like Stockholm Syndrome. I kind of want to rewatch the first season of Kamen Rider again.
No, you don't.
What? You hated yourself.
I did, but there was a part of me that kind of liked it.
No, your crash out will be insane. Don't do it.
I think I should do it again. Last time
I'm not a medical professional, but given how you are, do not watch it.
It kind of made me go mad last time. Look, I guess
it'll go again.
That's like me when I binged freaking Don Brothers in 2 days. Don't do it, man.
I binged. So just for context for chat, so because of a bet with I think it was John, right?
Yeah, it was John.
Yeah. I marathoned all of Rider in I think a little less than 2 weeks.
Yes,
not a good idea. Unrecommended.
No.
Very unrecommended. But it has given me an amazing appreciation for Nego. I love good old Kamen Rider 2.
Great. So we got these suits. They're good. A lot of fisting action going on, things like that. But a lot of thing ends up going to the writing staff.
Ninjago, you want me to kill myself?
We that's the biggest thing that now we have to wait for, especially knowing that we're probably not going to get a presser until late January, early February, depending on when they decide to end the Boonboomger. We don't even have a confirmed episode count, right? Normally it's December period that we get the total episode count.
Because we don't know what
Yeah.
if it's 49 or 50, right?
Yeah, here's hoping for the good old 46 treatment.
Oh my god, you're just like the
just
sooner
end
it's
it.
over, the better.
Just end it. Just end it. Like you guys don't like. You're not gonna stick this landing. I can already feel it. You guys are floundering too much with what's going on right now.
Zio, what if we get like a trailer for this season in like right before the ending of, or not like right, like during the final act of Boonboomger? We just get a trailer for this.
Look, I already feel that part of the reason why they're showing off, or at least we are seeing these suits earlier than they will properly show up in magazines, is because they might end up showing up in an episode of Boonboomger. In suit and all that.
I see. What do you think? 45 episodes? 45, 46?
I'm guessing 46 to 48 range. If it goes the full 50, I'm gonna have to
Drink?
yell expletives. And I will I don't know, I will stream a movie I don't want to watch on Twitch if it goes to 50.
We're watching what's that the freaking hamster movie? The gerbil movie. Oh god.
G-Force.
We're gonna watch G-Force with Zio.
You know, I've actually never seen that film because
The
it
first one?
always looked god awful.
It's terrible. It is.
I just remember one of the voice the actors they hired was like really unbearable to listen to. I think it was Tracy Morgan, wasn't it? That was did a voice in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
like
can't
something
think-
he'd be in. He was in a lot of
Yeah.
things back then.
Yeah.
When I
before
say
the car
jump,
crash.
you say how high.
Oh, God.
We're gonna watch G-Force with Zio.
You should watch Versus. Versus. I watched
If they
that
confirm
recently
it's going to
again.
be 50 episodes, then sure, I will scream either G-Force or a movie I couldn't get through on VC the other day,
Baby
Gundam
Geniuses.
G Savior.
Oh my god, you
Wow.
watched G Savior. Oh,
Now, I started watching it, rewatching it. I've already seen it once before, a long time ago. I started rewatching it on Discord the other day, just because the conversation was steering that way. I couldn't make it like an hour into that film.
dude, you gotta join us. We're rewatching X soon.
So it's not. But yeah, I gotta know who the production staff is because the writers can make or break a lot of these shows. And I think that the issue that we got with Boonboomger was the fact that we got someone that worked in like the Pokemon anime and shit like that to be the head writer. So it very much feels like your flavor of the week type of show. So when you think they're cooking, they actually aren't. There's no cooking going on right now in Boonboomger. It's just, the flavor of the week.
It's being microwaved.
Yeah. So I don't know what we're gonna end up getting over here. But
What if the ending blows your mind? What if it somehow sticks the ending and surpasses everything and it makes it all worth it?
I don't know. Is Sakito a character yet?
I don't know. Maybe by the end. What
All
if
right,
Sakito gets a
So this is
rips off
episode
his
38. Sakito just had one of his worst episodes ever. So you think they can redeem it all in max 12 episodes?
Yes. What if the last episode
12 episodes.
he's like ripping off like his Sentai suit, going like full on like sleeveless, shirtless Sentai with just the helmet on.
You know what? I want Sakito to be red in this season. This is just Sakito came back to Earth, found out that he had family, and was just like, "What?" And I left y'all 10 years ago. Well, I'm gonna be number one.
I'm curious what the egos are going to be like for this season with these members of the family. Also, will Red be the oldest, middle child, or youngest? What do you think? Because we know he was youngest in Maji Ranger.
From the looks of his pose here, I'm gonna guess not the youngest.
Definitely not the oldest, though.
I mean, it could be just the poster making him look tall. Because it looks like, yeah.
The thing is, the flair that Black has, I'm thinking like they might be like the one that's committed the most to like their technique and shit, which is why they're like super bombastic out versus everyone else just posing.
Still all
And they're
about
like,
the
"Nah,
martial arts.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this high flying action."
I mean, we all know how these shows tend to go. It's like red focused, and then obviously they get everyone else gets their spotlight every now and again.
The thing is, it might end up being similar to Maji Ranger, where like Green was the oldest one in the group,
Yeah, I liked it.
because that was a very nice dynamic that we had there.
Yeah, and Red was the youngest in this case. I'm just curious, will they make Red the middle child, and then because we haven't, I don't think we've seen the family dynamic with Red as having middle child syndrome yet.
No, yeah, they're
'Cause-
usually either the youngest or the oldest.
Exactly, because what in Shinkenger,
Actually,
Red was,
in the Ninja Takahashi, like out of his cousins, he wasn't the oldest. I don't think, because I think the actual Pink was the oldest one of the cousins, right?
I think so.
It's been so long. I've only seen that show back when it was airing, so I don't remember offhand. Let me look it up.
I mean, but these will probably be actual like siblings, right? Assumedly.
Yes, possibly. Or they just met like on the street corner.
It's like, hey guys, I got rings, for sale.
What rings?
Onion rings.
Ringoos.
Ah,
I also have chicken rings from my castle.
chicken rings? What?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
they have.
thing?
Yeah, White Castle sells chicken rings. They're pretty good.
Still a White Castle.
Yeah, there's still White Castles. There's one near me.
What are these chicken rings? What explain? Are they like onion rings but with chicken?
No, it's sort of. I guess it's just they shape chicken into a ring and then they deep fry them. And
Oh
then
no,
it's like,
Takahashi is the oldest one because he was. No, wait, no, he's not. The
What do you
blue
know?
is the oldest one because he was 21. Then red was 20.
How old is Pink?
I want chicken rings now.
Pink's
but
19. Yellow was 16.
Oh, okay.
So he was the youngest one out of all of them. And Fuka, the white ninja, was 17.
Okay.
So they're on like 1 year intervals from each other.
Right. So Red is kind of close to being the oldest there. Like I said, I want to see middle child syndrome with this Red, maybe. Because, he's got the ring, he's got to be in the middle. He's got the middle finger, maybe.
Edison Kelly. Crimson and Navy are back. GoZyuger. I don't know. So if you were to like rank these from oldest to youngest, who do you think is the oldest? All the way to who do you think is the youngest?
I think Blue's the youngest.
I think yellow's the oldest.
Maybe Black is the oldest.
I'm thinking Black is either the oldest or the youngest because they either got something to show or something to prove.
I think currently they are in. I think they're in order of their age right now, from youngest to oldest on that poster.
In what order?
I said youngest to oldest. So if you were going,
So blue would be the youngest.
yeah, to yellow would be the oldest.
See, that's one thing because I think yellow's the oldest and green.
Yeah.
Just by poses alone, you can body language of yellow. That's like someone who's like kind of older.
Well, I guess if you are using a finger to represent their placement on here, then then red would be the middle finger.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. Also, blue just gives me that seems like that high energy kind of like rival vibe, just based on the way they're posing. I don't know.
Now, Roroni does ask a real big question on here. What if they're quintuplets?
What if they're all the same age?
What if they're quintessential?
Oh, well, then I'm going to say that poor mom. That poor mom.
Yeah.
But still, that means that they're probably all fighting for who came out the womb first. It's like, no, I was the firstborn. No, me. Who can prove it? Well, mom's dead.
All right. I'm watching that movie again. I gotta watch the quintessential.
No, Cloudy. By the way, the video games for the summer OVA and the alternate movie are on sale.
Ooh,
yeah. I picked them up from the Switch.
I gotta get that.
So yeah, I can see that
yeah,
with
it's good.
with the finger placement on there. So
That's just my working theory. I mean, obviously, we don't know until the show.
but if they are quintuplets, that would be hilarious. That the only reason they're fighting for number one is who is actually the oldest out of the group.
What if number one is? What if one of them was born like a year, and then the rest are quadruplets?
What if they're not all siblings? What if one's like an uncle or like a cousin?
What if one's adopted?
Yeah.
You find out that Red was adopted the whole time.
Yeah, he wasn't really a family member.
Big plot twist. It's
Adopted
like, wait, then why should you get it? You're not even one of us.
From aliens.
So you think aliens will be the enemies again? I hope not. I'm hoping like
no. I'm just saying he is an alien. Like he's adopted. But
could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What if each one is an ancestor from a different time period based on the animal? It's like, oh, yellow's a dinosaur because it's one of their ancestors from the Mesozoic time period.
Well, the thing that I got when I was doing Cast Ranger earlier, they were speculating whether or not like maybe they all come from their own time periods to the modern day. Could be.
That is what Mark was thinking.
But then again, that would also throw off like whatever that rumor was that the father or the grandfather was doing shit in 1999.
What if they're all the same person? Like, and it's all time. Oh, no.
What if it's one person who split their personalities into 5 people?
Yeah, I'm just never gonna get my dream of Jurassic Sentai Chris Prattger. Like, I'm never
Jurassic Sentai Chris Prattger.
Well, is Chris Pratt big in Japan?
No, but he could do the dub voice for everything.
He is.
He's now Mario.
He is big in Japan.
It's actually really popular because those Jurassic World movies made bank over there.
Yeah, Chris Pratt is pretty big in Japan, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, Miyamoto did handpick him, so that means he would have been slapping his knee watching Guardians and Parks and Rec, probably.
True.
I was gonna say he's like the fat guy from Parks and Rec. It's like I like him. His band is really good.
I like him now that he lost some weight working that other film.
And then gained it back again for Parks and Rec.
Oh my gosh.
Then lost it again.
And lost it again for the next Guardians film.
Yep. Wait, what was it?
All right, so anything else on GoZyuger here?
No.
I just want to see the robot. I need to see the toys.
I need a better look at the robot.
That pose, I like the way it looks in right now, so I'm curious.
The gold accents on it does give me flashbacks to like one of my favorite Sentai mechas of all time, which is the Maji Legend.
Isn't that your favorite mecha of all time?
It is. It is.
It is a good mecha. It's a good robo.
Okay, I was just curious because you said one of, and I'm like, I know it's your favorite,
but it is like it is the best. But sometimes flavor of the week might happen. But
I will say this though, because the popularity of the candy toys has drastically increased since King Oger for Super Sentai. If you want your toys, we're not gonna get good figures, and that's not just make sure you get the mini Plaza and the Udos. Because
I'm not gonna lie, I love that mech when I first saw it as well.
Nice.
I like the chest piece and the helmet and the head so much on that.
That is.
The only thing I never liked,
or
at least didn't think was great, was the finisher. I don't know. The finisher just seemed like it could have been more. Could have did more.
What if the 6 is a glove?
Oh,
or a foot?
What if the 6 is Michael Jackson?
I'd be fine with us getting a 6 that's not human again, where it is like a robot or something like that.
Oh, like Gosei Knight?
Alien foot.
Yes. Where it could literally just be the glove.
It could just be Gosei Knight too. The crossover with Ghost Nature.
It's like,
oh wait, actually no. They would have to rebuild Gosei Knight. Oh, never mind.
It's the Zuban sword from Bokanger comes back. It's gold. It's tapped out.
The 6 is
Zuban?
Megatron. It's just a gun
Zuban.
that transforms.
Zuban, you're back. Oh my god.
I'd be okay with that. The 6 was like a Megatron style robot that would transform into a gun that they used for a finisher.
Yeah, that could be cool.
You know, it's been a while since we got a finisher like that too. Like I need that to come back.
So
Like a big,
no.
like, two-handed use on the hilt of it, and just one big blast beam.
So
Okay,
question: weapon gatai? No, maybe.
Given what we're seeing here, no, unless everybody's fisting.
Because they all have their own unique individual weapon, is what that thing implied. So it's not just the fist.
But it seems to be drawn out when they're putting the fist on there, like we see with Black here having that blade coming out of theirs, while Red's not having that.
Isn't that a blade right there coming out of Red? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is.
That's the
Yeah.
same blade. That's
you can see
unique.
it on the Black too, also on the left.
I
corner,
don't
you
think
can see
that's their
that
unique weapon.
Well, I can see it on Black. I didn't notice it on Red
Yeah.
until now.
Yeah.
But then the others aren't having.
Well, I think they just don't have their glove on. Maybe.
Or maybe there's only 2 gloves. Why would they opt out
That's
not
what
to wear
can't-
them?
Okay. Well, why
That's
are there
what
only
can't
2
fully
gloves, and
see-
why are they on the
fully
same
see their
hand?
hands.
They're not even
So
on
you can't
different
see
hands.
Green's hand. You can't see Yellow's hand fully.
The other one you
Blue,
can see is
you
blue.
see the inside of the palm. What if it's the glove that goes on the outside of the hand? So you can
Unless
still
the
see
sixth
palm?
ends up having the left hand.
I mean, to be fair, I think Mark's right. They could all be wearing it. You're just not seeing it in a good light.
Mark's always right.
Well,
Blade.
Because look, he's
Yellow
right.
doesn't
Oh,
have
except
anything.
yellow. Yellow doesn't have
See,
it.
I never. Okay, well, here's the thing. They took it off. They gotta clean it. for dry cleaning.
Maybe this is just one of those things where they just don't have they're just not like because King Odra they didn't all like have their swords out at all once.
It's
you
a
know what I mean?
promotional photo too, so it's like
They could all just like use it like summon it on their own time. I don't think there's just 2.
But there's only 2 hands.
Yes, but if you notice, both those hands are on the same hand.
Maybe
That would make no sense. Unless they've had 2 left hands, which is another JoJo reference. Which would be the second one tonight.
Maybe the 6th rocks a foot as opposed to a hand. It's literally a boot.
I don't want to think about it right now. Like I said, I don't like the theorize about the 6 at the moment. I don't care.
They get the kicks.
I'm waiting until we get the actual show.
Given all the gold that we have on here, I'm just like, what if the gold's like? I mean, what if the 6th has 0 gold? It's like a Silver Ranger situation.
What if it's not even silver? What if it's just like orange or something?
It's like silver and white.
Could just be all white. What if the 6 is a pink? You don't. What about that?
Black's got
That's
pink on
gold.
him, so no.
Okay. What if they're magenta again?
It is pink.
yeah.
I mean, magenta's a different shade of pink. One can argue. Hey, listen, it hasn't stopped them before. There were 2 reds. There's a red at 6. 2 reds at 6 actually before.
So we're gonna get a red at a 6. Good, got it.
No, I'm just saying we could get another color. One of those.
We're gonna get a red as a 6 that's gonna have a white as opposed.
I'm just
to black
saying, like
suit
Ho
silver.
Soldier's a thing. Like Quantum Ranger, Time Fire's a thing. The Ninja.
Yeah, but that was in Q Ranger where the Red Ranger ended up becoming a White Ranger and just rocked that the majority of the time.
It was a power up. He didn't become white.
Just like Gira became a Gold Ranger and just chose to keep going gold,
Okay.
right?
Yes, he did not. He just had the freaking crown. He stopped wearing it in some intervals when he could have.
He was mostly gold.
He was mostly gold. We complained about that. I remember vividly complaining about it. But then they stopped like right afterwards, which is ironic.
Yeah.
And then they went right back to it. I'm positive. So yeah, I'm mostly optimistic here. I like it. I'm in. I'm strapped in. Let's go. I'm ready for
What if they're
Boonboomger to be done.
sextuplets? And the 6 gets kidnapped from the hospital and comes back as a 6 later on.
Can you say that word again? What the hell did you say?
Don't worry about it. It's a speech impediment.
Okay.
Now the one bad thought that I had in my mind is if we have a growing child situation and the 6th is like their youngest sibling.
And they're just maturing into the...
Yeah, when they transform, they grow big.
Zio, that's not going to happen. Japan has technically never... Japan hasn't done that. No. Oh, wait, no, they did. Yeah, they did. Never mind. I'm wrong. They did do that.
Yeah, Die Ranger.
They didn't Die Ranger. I was right. I forgot about
Yes.
Die Ranger for a second.
Yes.
I was like, oh, wait. It's been years since Die Ranger. What? Why would they have any reason to draw influence for Die Ranger for this season?
I mean, look at them. Martial arts base, maybe?
You see, my Gal Ranger senses are tingling.
So you think the 6 is going to be like some imprisoned person from a while ago that's going to be part of the enemy faction for a while, get beat out of, and then join the squad, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Well, that also happened in Geki Ranger.
That's not Die Ranger, though.
But that still happened in the martial arts based Sentai.
I mean, I never said it couldn't have happened. You see, the thing is, I'm not discluding those. You're discluding Gal Ranger. I'm including Gal Ranger. There's a difference between what we're doing here.
Saying Gal Ranger's next.
I'm adding Gal Ranger into the pot. You're trying to take away everything from the pot.
Look. If we end up getting something Gal Ranger within this season, I will happily eat crow.
Am I the crazy one here?
Yes.
I think you're just looking too much into the fingers.
Listen, I think you're not looking enough into the fingers, considering this is a ring-themed Sentai.
Yeah, but they're just gloves. I'm looking at the whole suit. I'm looking at the entire package.
Look at the rings. Yes, and look at their faces. They got the animal motifs. Like most Sentai do that anyway. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
I will give you one that you haven't mentioned at all.
I don't care. Go ahead.
The belt does remind me of the belt in Gal Ranger.
I can't even see the belt properly, so okay, thank you.
You know how it has their glorified symbol that has all their animals in there? The same thing's going on in their belt.
Yes. Who the hell said Go Rangers mid?
Someone that watched the first 2 episodes or something. I don't know.
Oh, it's Strike Hopper.
All right, so enough of the GoZyuger talk. Because everything can be inferred from one image.
Yes, we know everything about the season from that one image.
Yes, we know that it's going to be written by Yuya Takahashi.
Can we not?
The reason why there's the hand motif is because, once again, Cloudy. Yuya knows the meta. He knows the meta commentary. So he already knows that Cloudy's hand's about to get fucked, which is why the entire thing regarding this thing is the hand motif. So, which is why the rings, the gauntlets, it's all there.
It makes perfect sense, honestly.
He done yet?
Yeah.
No.
I just said that you're going to need one of these gauntlets once the show starts airing because it was written for you. That's why, the hand reference. Now then, the only thing that we got is obviously with the holidays now encroaching, Turkey Day behind us, sales might be afoot.
Sales are afoot.
They do be afoot.
What are y'all trying to score during these sales months?
So I bought comics on Amazon, but I also did buy, while we were discussing, I bought the mystery box for Power Rangers on Toku Collectibles.
Oh.
If you haven't seen it on Amazon, all the Shout Factory, Toku, all the Blu-rays and DVDs are on sale. Some of the Ultraman ones are down to $11 that are normally $40, $50 bucks. So I'm gonna figure out which ones I'm missing. I'm gonna finish out those. The Shin Masked Rider Blu-ray set dropped in Japan. I don't know if you guys saw the different versions of that. They have one that comes with a soft vinyl of some of the Oggs, a little Scorpion Ogg in there.
I've got to get that because I love that film. That was my film of the year. I liked it more than I liked -1.
Yeah.
Ever so slightly.
Also the Godzilla -1 big Blu-ray set is out. I kind of want to get that because it has some lenticular stuff and everything. But the Shin Master Rider one, a couple of my friends ordered them. They got theirs before me, which made me sad because I didn't know which one to get. And Blu-rays in Japan are expensive.
Getting the Radiant Black hardcover and every single.
I mean, given that DVDs are I've got.
You mean this?
The Deca Ranger DVD.
I got the numbered version, signed, the exclusive numbered.
Nice.
So I want to own. I'm trying to add that into my collection. So,
bro, the No One drops next week. The one for No One that they released. That comes out next week.
Like even the
which is
box
good.
art for this thing is
Nation.
good. Look at that. That's a good box art.
Oh.
That do be a good box art.
Speaking of Ultraman Blazar is out today on Blu-ray.
Oh shit!
It is.
Yeah, and with the movie, everything dubbed, subbed. So,
Which the movie is still something that I've yet to see because obviously like availability of it. But I guess now that this is out in the wild, I will acquire it.
oh, it was on Ultraman Connect. Like you can always, dude, if you ever want to use my login, like.
Well, you know, just something for another day, especially after finding out that the Blazar that Art crossed over with this last episode was just an AR version of Blazar.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
So disappointing.
There's not really, there's
The
not
thing
really
is
a lot of like.
I'm
stuff
even
right
looking
now.
on Toku Collectibles. They've got several things listed as Black Friday, but they don't have a filter for just Black Friday stuff. This is terrible for their.
This isn't a Black Friday thing, but this is something I bought recently that I should probably mention. I got the metallics of the Freedom and the Justice.
Ooh. Speaking of Gunzo,
You don't want to
Cloudy,
know how
that-
much that cost.
dude, the
Have you
Gundams,
clicked-
the Gunpla store by me is doing deals. Cloudy, the one I
Oh.
told you about, they're doing Black Friday deals online.
Yeah, I told John about it, and he was like, "Oh, what's that cost?" And I was like, "John, no, you don't want."
Oh, Disney Imagination Belt is on sale on Toku Collectibles for $175.
I don't want it.
About what I paid. That's almost what I paid. I think.
I might
I
get
think I
two.
paid like $10 more.
Nah, unless they come with new keys.
No,
I think I'm done with Toku stuff for the year. Like,
you know,
I don't
after
think there's
buying
anything
this
coming out
thing,
next month I'm getting.
I'm just like I'm satisfied for the year. There's like
There's
nothing.
There's some Blade stuff I still have to get.
Well, so there's no more. So I have the cocking sword thing because I need the gimmick and everything else coming in with the Boonboomger Yudo too, but there's nothing else slated for December. And honestly, if I take December off, I'm still winning Toku debt, so it don't matter.
That Disney
I can take a month off.
Disney Gatai Robo thing is 200 as
Yeah.
opposed to 315.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
original one or the newer one? The
newer one.
100 yen- Yeah, I'm trying to find the original one, and I'm trying to find the Toy Story one. They did.
there's a certain sword involving a bat that I really want to come out soon.
Oh, the
The
Armored Hero stuff
Man's
is out
Bat
now
Sword.
too. I might get the Armored Hero.
I want it to
belt.
come out because I heard someone sticking it in their wall, and I want to see it.
Ooh, Black Danoni Taijin Murasame is on Black Friday sale on Toku Collectibles for $195. Still too much. Nope.
By the way, did you guys see the Armored Hero belt is voice
Yes.
activated?
Mhm.
I need that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I was looking
yeah,
at it.
it's voice activated.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, no disrespect, it's $90 on Toku Collectibles. The alternative purchasing places, it's about 50 or 60.
All right, this is probably one of the best deals that I've seen on Toku Collectibles. The Kingstone Henshin belt from the original Kamen Rider Black, as opposed to it being sold for $72, they're selling it for $38. That's a pretty.
That's a good. That's actually with the free shipping. That is probably the best deal you're gonna find on that because I haven't seen it less than 50.
Lucky.
Like I'm just showing it off. Look, at 38, that is the best price.
Wait,
Is that the
There's a-
re-release?
yes.
there's a literal wizard belt. What the heck?
I'm just scrolling through what they've got currently in stock and seeing if they're labeled Black Friday, just so I can see what the sales
You
are.
think I don't? Sladria, you think I won't hit some Mandarin on that belt? Like,
How is your
not
Mandarin?
like it's not good.
What if it's one of those that it literally
get
just
better.
reacts to like the vibrations in the air, so any sound can make it transform? Let's see, nothing here. Black Friday. Okay, we got two here. SH Figure Arts Imperial.
I have so many
Japan.
of those diorama sets down there. Like, I have a whole. So at Book Off, they had all those for like new, like pre-owned, like unopened, but
The
someone
mini
traded
plot.
them in for $5.
The mini plot's down to 15 for.
Dude, that one, I don't understand the price point on that because it only makes that like you had to buy all the separate ones, and if you go to any grocery store in candy toy aisle, it was basically each box, and you need 5, were like $1.75 each.
The Zane driver is still $200. Damn.
Yeah, if anyone wants to gun the phone,
Dude, that's on Amazon for like
Gun the
I don't know
phone?
if it's on
No
sale,
one
so it was
wants
like
that one.
$18.
God, this thing, I will only buy this
up
if
there.
it drops down to like $250.
Dude, I got mine for $275.
Like I don't get why
it went
it's
on
this
sale on
high.
Amazon. It goes
Wait,
on
it's
sale on
still
Amazon all the time.
$475?
$475 with its Black Friday sale. It's $520 normally on Tokulectables, but this thing's been out for so long.
It always goes on sale on Amazon for $250.
Have you been using Amazon Japan, or you just been on here?
No, US Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Deno Movie Edition CSM 140.
Because that's one of the first. That's been on Bandai's shop.
Look,
Oh,
CSM
it's
Sengoku
$500.
Driver for $100.
Maybe.
That's the same price as like the DX. Actually, a little higher than the DX, but
for $205,
which one did we get at GameStop, Zio? That
you can
was
get the Vision
clearance.
driver.
That was cheap. That was the other one, right?
No, that was this one that ended up having all the lock seeds and shit.
The
'cause it didn't sell.
clearance. Yeah.
You can get the Memorial Edition Vision
But I'm
driver
still
for
like, this
only
one
$205.
actually isn't like a hunk of plastic like the DX. It actually does have shit to it.
I just want to tell you, right above it, that Ultraman display, I bought one of those not thinking how big it was going to be. And it's like that.
Oh.
Well,
yeah. I was very upset about that. Like, I was like, I can't even put that on display.
Only $10
like,
off. That's not that much of a sale. God, that's awful.
Ooh.
Same thing with SH Figure Arts Captain America.
Double box.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just how Bandai and Toei have been releasing toys and stuff lately. I think I'm not going to get anything outside of the candy toys. Like, I haven't been really impressed with like the SH Figure Art stuff because I can't get the forms I want or any of the suits and stuff. And it's like, I'm just getting kind of tired of SH Figure Arts. Like, I might clear out all my Ultraman SH Figure Arts just because I ain't even feeling those lately either. And I have like a tote full of them.
Yeah. Zero.
They have
merch.
pre-orders on Black Friday deal too? Can you just get a pre-order on Black Friday deal? What?
Yeah, the Typhoon 50th anniversary is $500 on Amazon, so they put it back up to regular price.
All right, I'm going
never opened
all the
mine,
way
so I don't
back
know
to
what
like
we
some
have.
Revi shit. They're really just trying to get rid of some of this Revi stuff.
Well, I mean, they got to clear up their.
Did the
inventory. I
Revive
wish there was
stuff
a
not
button
sell?
for Black. I think they expected it to, and then it just didn't because, yeah.
Because
They're
that
doing
was
Creature
that was
stuff on-
definitely a show.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just mad, and I will say this right now. Someone's trying to take my throne as the #1 Saber fan.
I've seen that.
You saw that, right? You saw my reaction. I was like, "Excuse me!" Like,
Wait,
I
what?
was the only one getting shit defending that
The
show
Shadow
while it was
Moon
airing.
Changers? Well, it's
But
80
hold
bucks.
on.
Can't
That's
say.
actually
Mark,
that's
I get shit
regular
for
sale.
defending Saber as well.
Yeah, it's a certain Satsu YouTuber.
Look,
is trying to take my throne.
people's opinion can change over time.
That's
Yes,
true,
but
but
I was in the
they're
trenches while it was airing.
same. And I loved that movie that came out. That wacky, awesome.
I was like Jet Li at the end of the one where he's on top of that, and he had to fight all the other prisoners on that prison planet. That was me fighting all the haters.
I have a quick
nonstop.
question. Is it in a video or is it like
That's peak stupid movie. I need to
was a
rewatch
tweet.
that someday.
Okay. I'm only asking because
I
there's
quoted
no one
it. I quoted it real quick too. I was like, "Nah, we ain't doing this today."
because you've been defending Saber since the
All
beginning.
right, let me see if there's any
Since
Black
the first
Friday.
episode.
To be fair, I do think Saber does get a lot of unnecessary hate for some stuff.
It was fun, and I still enjoy it. I'm planning a rewatch
I just
because I
think
haven't rewatched it since it came out.
week to week it was horrible.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
I've never binged
after,
it since.
like me binging it the way that I did.
Marathoning it.
I binged
was
Gotchard,
amazing.
by the way.
Binging was good.
That was the
Oh.
thing.
Oh,
Oh, gross.
I I'm not one to usually say like it's worse than Gaim.
Gotchard isn't. I feel like Gotchard's got to be like the most mid show to come out in ages.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, some shows are better when you binge them. I've
Not
never
that
seen
one.
a show where binging it made it worse.
I
Because it was
think
just like bad, and I'm like, okay, I can get a good episode to kind of make it worth it, right? No, it's like bad, and then
That-
you really see the inconsistencies when you're watching it. Because I forgot where I left off. Because I think me and Ash both stopped like in the early teens of the show,
Wait,
and then I tried to pick it
what?
back up. So like I just went
Gotcha.
back from episode 1, and I was like, this is
No, Ash. Ash
Oh.
watched at least up to 26. I remember him seeing that.
Yeah, that
No, for Gotchard, for Gotchard, I watched the first 4 episodes and then I stopped reviewing, and then I would just dip in and out when people would say, "Oh, did you hear about this episode?" And I was like,
no.
Oh,
It's like, should I? I don't want to.
I remember I didn't stop watching them, but I definitely at one point it became less like I was actively watching them and more like I was letting it pass by
You're
while
making
my
a
eyes
premium
were open.
deluxe memorial 1S raise buckle. Why?
Are there any Boon? Oh, hey, Boonboomger Yudo set 2 is on Black Friday deal down to 70. That is not a deal.
Since this is just pre-orders, there's like nothing on sale here. I thought there would be at least
No.
something that'd be like, hey, maybe you want to pre-order this. That no
Wait,
one's
why would
pre-ordering
you
it.
want to pre-order the oneness
It's-
belt?
It's not
What?
Toku, but
if
like
you hate
if
yourself.
anyone didn't get Sonic Cross Shadow Generations, it's $29 right now on Amazon. Just saying,
guys,
anyone who didn't
I'm
pick it
just saying, check out the Steam sale. There's some pretty good shit on there.
Yeah, we're all gonna play Justice League Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Some little co-op.
It's only
after.
$5, right? If I'm correct.
Yeah, for the
Yeah, it's
$100
fun.
version. No, Zio,
Yeah.
I put 8 hours in it. It's fun. I don't know, like I get why people hated it, but it's actually a lot of fun to play.
But for $5, I
Yeah,
imagine
maybe
it's
because it
fun.
was like one of those games as a service, you had to buy like everything and stuff like that. But I guess if they're doing it hella cheap,
No, so the characters and stuff are free regardless. All the DLC ones, you just like
Is it the
can
skin?
play them and get them.
are you
No,
sure
like
they
the
weren't made
Joker,
free
they added
afterwards?
I don't fucking know. They're free now. I don't care.
Is it
Well,
just
that's
like,
probably why you had to
it's
pay
kind
for
of like
them
a
before.
Fortnite thing where they have the season. So if you clear the season, you get them for free. But they added them in afterwards, where you just got to play like 2 missions and you get them.
oh,
The voice acting
like-
is bad, but like it's fun.
kind of like what they did with Overwatch.
It's
Yeah.
like a loot shooter,
Yes, that
but the loot is
they all
minimal
kind of overstayed.
Wait,
their
why are they
welcome in terms
saying,
of,
Mark,
like,
don't
release.
betray me? Oh,
because I'm playing the game. I don't know.
Don, I gotta step away for a second. So, Mark, this is your show now.
All right, guys, let's talk Blade because my re-release of the CSM Blade is on the way.
Nice.
there's a lot of Blade stuff I have gotten over the course of the year.
The only one is like I told you, I got the real action hero figures. I just need the albino Joker.
If it had the word Chalice anywhere on it, I bought it.
He's the real secondary.
He's fuck secondary, dude. This is like co-lead.
We could do co-lead because
I mean-
Tachibana can still be secondary.
It's true. I mean, because it's like,
He needs a king form proper.
I mean, not that thing we got in Outsider, so good.
Is Outsiders
do you-
done? Is that
No.
done now?
No,
The angle
Where-
was on the wall, and my wife was screaming, so I had to kill it.
they're entering
Yeah.
the DGP for the Outsiders actually. Speaking of which,
hate spiders.
I need a. Someone keeps arguing me that like wild form is Joker's king form. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's wild form.
I've never said that.
It's
That's
not
not
you.
me.
I'm saying it's someone. I
No,
think it's
people
John.
have. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's,
I've seen people try and say that, and I'm like, no.
no.
Also, I hate spiders, which is why I'm never gonna go visit Ash because like y'all get those Atticus spiders. Once I learned about those, I was like, I'm done.
What the heck's an
That
Atticus?
country.
I mean,
spider?
this was just the daddy long legs that was just on the wall.
And there's something off the coat off in the like the water right outside the island that like ate a shark.
This is
Effortlessly. I'm
spider
like, what
that
are they-
ate a
It's
shark.
something new. No, it's not a spider, but they have something new in the water now. And I'm like, y'all got new shit popping up constantly.
well, we're about
over
to
there.
have fluoride out of our water.
Wait, so
get
you're
ready.
telling me Is Australia getting DLC patches of new creatures?
I don't know.
I swear they're just getting. They're like, bro, like we just dropped some new creatures for you. First, we got the spider that's like super fast that disappears when you blink. Now we
Wait,
have
what?
something that swims in the water that's eating great white sharks like in
What is
half.
So what's
like,
an Atticus spider? Is that the thing you were describing?
Okay, it's like this big. Like it'll be on your wall, right? And you could just look, and then you could just go like this, and it's gone.
Mark, how does that not terrify you?
I'm not in that country. I'm in America, so I don't have to worry.
You mean the huntsman spider?
No, there's an Atticus spider.
Like I looked for
Man,
that
it's-
particular term, and it just brought up huntsman.
Is that what
spider.
it's called? I don't know if that's what it's called. It's
Oh,
called
yeah,
something with
huntsman
an A. Or like an assassin spider.
What?
I don't know what it's called. All I know is it'll kill you in your sleep. Like,
I mean, the huntsman spider is huge as fuck.
yeah, and those things can chill on your car, and you can do 60, and it just sits there like, hey, can you go faster, bro? It's like, what? Like, why are you?
Yeah, I mean,
It'll peel the paint off your
anyone
car.
who's scared of spiders now, don't
It'll
look
steal your
at-
tires off the rims. Like, you're just sitting there,
Good
just sitting
thing
there
I
in your
have
car and seeing your
zero
blocks. Like, these are my
Wait,
tires.
Zio,
man.
how big of a spider are we talking here?
I mean, look at
Yeah.
that corner of that door.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty small. That's not that big.
I think it's just the angle.
Yeah, I've seen bigger.
No. I don't. Yeah, no, I see it right there. Atticus, Atticus spider.
Well,
It's a type of a huntsman spider.
we've driven off
It's
the
like in the same
arachnophobic
phylum.
Yes.
viewers.
Yeah, all you bloody arachnophobes, get out of here.
I'm not arachnophobic. I just don't like the idea of a spider being bigger. Like, if it's big enough to capture me, like I've seen The Mist. I know how this goes. Okay.
I mean, if you
I've seen Eight-Legged Freaks as well. That movie had a happy ending. The guy had
No,
gold teeth,
listen.
and he was a very
to
successful
be fair,
radio.
the book
Dougie
for The
Doug
Mist
was
had a happy
hilarious in
ending.
that movie. Okay. I miss that guy. What
The
did he
Mist
do?
book had a happy ending. Hey, not the movie.
Not the movie, no, not the movie.
The reasoning for them changing it too was hilarious.
I love that. I love that they changed it too because it made it so much better.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't want a happy ending, and I wanted something grim. And I'm like, well, you just made one of the most depressing endings ever.
He's like, I wanted people to feel something when the movie was over, and I did.
Yeah. I remember seeing that in theaters, and
Apparently
everyone was just like,
largest one is the Goliath bird eater spider. Some month
Oh, that's the one that injects
never
the
heard of that.
acid into the birds and like liquefies it and drinks it, right?
the fuck do you guys have over there? No offense, but
they're
like,
just normal animals.
when I run for president in 4 years, we're gonna have some words with Australia.
You're gonna have to compete with me because I'm also running for president in 4 years.
That's
I
fine.
can't
I'm
legally.
okay
I
with
cannot
letting you
run
be
for
VP.
president technically, apparently. But when I run for treasurer,
There you
Why?
why are you guys terrified of these things? They're not scary.
I'm not arachnophobic. I don't like when they're a certain size, it's fine. But once they get to a certain that's a dinosaur spider. That's
So what?
prehistoric.
Once they're the size of your hand, you're just like, nope, I'm out.
That's why I'm like, no, I'm good. GG. Like, no. You
Dude,
don't.
tarantulas are like sick. They're actually like really friendly.
That's not a tarantula.
I mean, it could be.
Bro, they can still bite you,
mean,
inject
they-
you with
Yeah,
stuff.
but like they got little
don't.
faces and they do like this, and I'm like, oh, that's
Bro,
cool.
don't you
Like
have,
when you
like,
see
the
the little
weakest
jumping
immune
spiders
system?
on TikTok.
Yeah, but I'm not a bitch.
Well, we'll send you to
Wow.
Australia for a week in the
You
wild.
say that to my face, not inside your bubble.
I don't live in my bubble
Outside of your bubble.
24/7.
Just
I'll
wait.
walk
I'm gonna unplug your
Listen.
iron lung.
Listen, I'm gonna go to Australia. I'm gonna say hi to Ash. We're gonna take a
Oh,
picture.
I guess several people in the chat are running for president. Hey, here we go.
I mean, listen,
Maybe we'll start it.
Flood it.
They can-
Flood it.
they can all be president.
I'm literally just saying, like, out of all the places in the world, they just keep getting fucked up shit. In I
Well, I
Australia.
keep
Like,
telling
I
you,
don't
they
know.
keep getting new DLCs and patches. They got hot patched.
I was
It's
like,
like
they're literally
thought-
Fallout New Vegas without the Fallout side of things.
Look, I guess
like-
the police are coming for that spider over in your area.
Dude, it's been like that all day. Well, if it's
there's
Black
an
Friday,
aquatic
it's been like
spider that
all
now
day.
kills
Crazy.
sharks. It hunts them.
It's
They
not a
heard you
spider.
shit
It's
talk
something that's
Mitsuki from Blade. And now
unless
they're showing
Just making
unless
it-
it's the aliens, because we
No, I
found
know
out
it's not a
aliens in the
spider.
water.
I know it's not a spider. I'm just making a joke. I'm just imagine it. By the way,
Imagine if it was a spider. Oh,
Oh, by the way, Mark, look up coconut crabs. Those are sick. Look up a Coco.
Oh wait, I think I know which ones.
Are
you're
those
talking
ones
about.
that get big like a trash can lid?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know what's funny? They can hold knives. They can use them.
Yeah, I've seen the.
Oh, that's not
Dude,
the one.
all I know is
It's
I would need so much butter because I'm gonna eat the hell out of those things.
How does that not scare you? Because they're arthropods, almost similar to spiders.
But I can eat them.
You can eat a
That's the
spider.
difference. I would not eat a spider.
Why not?
We're overdue for a new lobster or something. Like we need something new that can, or like a new like fish, something that could be sushi. Like I need something new.
I
that
mean,
can go
whatever's
with-
eating the sharks,
the,
maybe
the
that's gonna be
Japanese
sushi.
spider crab. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh,
Yeah.
the giant long-legged one, right?
Yes, yes.
That looks delicious. I want to eat that.
This guy.
What about the jumping ones?
I want to eat that. Look at all the meat in there.
Now imagine this being
The amount
like
of butter.
hairy with fur, and that's a spider.
That doesn't faze me, oddly enough. Believe it or not.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
like eating a kiwi fruit, right?
I'm
Kinda.
gonna need a big
I don't know.
stock pot.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not eating the fur. I'm breaking it open.
I mean, I eat the fur off of kiwi fruit.
I like. No,
That's the best part.
I shave my kiwis.
I like plums.
I shave my kiwis.
Oh,
I gotta share with you guys the greatest thing in the world.
Listen, you have to, Zio, as a man, you have to shave your kiwis. You know what I'm saying?
no, I just trim off the ends,
This big ass
nubs, and then just shove them in my mouth.
Ooh, what kind of pie is that?
That's
Apple.
apple
Ah.
with a sugar glaze.
Mark, I don't
pie.
think I've ever told you this. I hate pie.
I do
Now-
too, but this
now-
is delicious.
How do you feel about cheesecake, though?
I love cheesecake.
Now, is cheesecake a pie, or is it cake?
I think it's more pie than cake for sure.
I think it's up there with the Boston cream pie, which is a cake where you can get the big cake that's like a Boston cream donut, but they call it a pie, but it's technically cake.
I think it.
I put it in the same boat as like a large custard,
I think it's definitely got to be more pie than cake. I think.
aka
I don't-
Lamb is gonna get a cheesecake form.
I don't eat custard, and Cloudy likes horror movies, so he'll know it's Dead Alive.
Oh yeah, I know exactly why he doesn't eat custard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't had custard since ever. And
Fair
been,
enough.
20 years, 20 plus years. I have not had custard just because of
Now
that
I
scene.
have to go to the
Okay, so
restaurant after
fun
these
thing
drinks.
about me,
So you can
I
take back
I love watching horror films, and so does Mark over there. The thing is,
Yeah.
I've been desensitized to almost anything horror related ever because it's just fun to watch. So it's like
Oh, it is.
I feel like because of that, my actual internal preservation skills have suffered because nothing really scares me anymore.
Dude, I know. My aunt was taking me to horror movies when I was like 9 or 10 in theaters. We just watched Thanksgiving again last night. My wife's like, "It's so gross," and I'm sitting there like, "Yeah." I was like,
Yeah.
"It's good."
Like the only thing
I
that
am-
scares
it-
me is like diseases.
Yeah, I don't think there's like jump scares will catch me off guard, but that's not being scared. That's like being startled.
Yeah, you're surprised because it's like something you weren't expecting. Like I don't consider
I am
like
mad,
jump
though.
scares being terrified. Right? You're not.
I
Scared.
don't know if you know this or not. Alien Romulus is getting an official VHS next week.
I know. I'm excited. By the way, I got to see Alien Romulus. I actually liked it a lot. It was really
so good, and it's getting a sequel. They did that on a $20 million budget, all practical
Yeah.
effects.
I know, and you actually got to see like how like they deposited. They went in. It's like it was actually.
Yeah. The creature thing at the end, not CG at all. That's
No, I
100%
know.
a dude in the suit. And I was like, I saw the behind the scenes stuff after I saw it in theaters, and I was like, it's good.
I was so
It's good
hyped.
quality.
Oh wait, so guys, watch. You should watch
Yeah,
Alien
pinch it, it
Romulus
was
if you
messed
haven't
up.
given it a try. It was really good.
And I've been watching Twisters nonstop because Twisters is my favorite movie of the year.
Oh, Twisters is great. But back
Five
to
Nights at Freddy's is also jump scare. Like
it was a
that's-
fun movie though. It was like it wasn't a scary movie. It was a fun movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
sequel's
just-
coming out. That'll be good.
Yeah, it was just kind of fun.
If we all want to be scared, we just go to Australia and look at all the.
If the
creatures they
sequel's
have.
coming out, they better put Markiplier in that bitch.
I don't know what I know the sequel's coming out. I think they already did a release date, like in not 2025, 2026, because we're getting Final Destination, Bloodlines next year.
Ooh. I love the Final Destination films. It's like so fun to see all the weird ways they die.
I watched none of
My
that
most-
stuff.
My most
Really?
popular podcast is still where I said how every single time a new Final Destiny came out, the beginning sequence was always something that I had a rational fear of since I was a kid, like airplanes, roller coasters, bridges.
Tires?
Like,
Did you have a fear of tires? Yeah.
Car crashes. I was in a car crash. I was like, man, I was like, someone read my diary, my dream journal, and then decided, oh, we're gonna pick, because even the creator who created the Final Destination actually heard the podcast and he started cracking up. He's like, no, he's like, we just think of messed up things. I'm like, no, you.
Wait, so Zio, do
know.
spiders not scare you? Or anything like
It depends on their size. If I see them in person,
that? Okay.
through an image, nothing, but it varies.
Okay.
Like if I see one, like let's say if I open up like a door and there's just a spider there, like big old spider, like big
wielding a knife. Yeah.
Yes. And it's just
Super
like, so
creepy.
I'm gonna close that door real fast.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna see if I got like a spray that shoots like projectile. I'd say like the wasp spray. Where I can
It shoots like poison and fire. 2 in 1.
It's just like, all right, go. If not, then you know what? I'm just gonna have to lose the mortgage on this house and burn it all down.
The only bugs are bees, because I'm deathly allergic to bees.
Oh,
And
so
on the
am I.
farm, we would have like the wasp nets underground, because Connecticut there's beehives everywhere underground in your, and my uncle, my grandfather and stuff, they would just go out with like kerosene and just be like, oh, doo-doo. I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, you'd see like a little funnel sticking out of the ground and they're just pouring kerosene and they're like, you might want to stand back. And then all of a sudden the bees are flying out like on fire. I'm like, oh great, fire bees. Like this is
great.
This is how I end. This is my downfall.
So my thing is, I the only thing that really scares me is like, you guys know like weird skin rashes and stuff like that, or like weird like conditions like on the body, like because I don't get scared by like
eczema.
Yeah, no, not eczema, but like say there was like an oddly like, not like trypophobia, but like
yeah,
it's
that's
hard
what I
to
was thinking
describe.
of. It's like, do you have tryptophobia with all the dots and like
I-
skin? It's just
I
like-
do, because it makes my skin crawl a bit, but I'm not like terrified of it, but it does weird me out. But no, it's like what scares me is like more like seeing like skin rashes or like different kind of like diseases take place on like bodies and like animals and stuff like that. Because like I've seen like sick deers, and that scared me more than like seeing some kind of freakish long-legged shark monster in the ocean. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. It's like that stuff scares me because I'm
like,
in
do I
my
want to
mind.
fuck with chat now? Like, I don't know. Like, how would
I don't
y'all
know.
react to seeing someone with skin like this?
Yeah, see, that terrifies me.
Yeah.
See, it's because my thing is like that. The reason that scares me is because it's like, because I can imagine that happening to me, and that's why it bothers me. Like a bug or anything like that, I don't care.
Yeah, see, now we just need a Toku monster that looks obviously just like that. Perfect. Perfection.
I'm not watching that episode.
Like snakes, I don't. Snakes,
By
I
the way,
don't. fuck
Zio,
with.
you have literally just triggered a majority of your chat, and Mark.
I'm pretty sure everybody.
Chat-
Look, even
half
me,
of-
I still have it up on my screen. It's like it's still there.
Zio, you've triggered half your podcast mates and most of the audience. Well, Jim Cal, I guess illness does
Ash,
kind
do
of
you have
remind me of.
tryptophobia?
Pardon?
Do you have tryptophobia?
It's the fear of holes on your your skin and stuff like
I
that.
saw it and I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah, it kind of creeps me out.
Yeah.
Maybe Jim Cal's right. Maybe it's like some kind of psychological fear of like getting close to my
Getting it.
mortality. I don't know.
I just keep scrolling and it just keeps getting worse.
Now, Zio, I have an image for you.
What?
There's this one tryptophobia image that I always keep saved because this one terrifies me.
Is it like the ones that have like the little balls in the?
Yeah, they got the little eyes in them.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's the one that always gets folks.
Yeah. Those fuck me up. Or like when you see like worms in them. I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh,
I saw one with
Yeah.
teeth.
you got stuff living in that. Ooh.
Yep. That's when you know it's bad. Why do
I
I,
don't like
keep
this
doing,
game
why do I
anymore.
keep doing this to myself?
I don't know why you're doing this to yourself.
Games
I
are
think I'm
fun.
just.
This
By the
is
way,
the
guys, we are freaking out, chat. Let's
worst-
calm
yeah,
it down.
this is the worst. All
right, so everyone-
ever.
It is 1 in the morning. Let's end the stream.
Yes. anybody who's watching afterwards, actually, it's already too late.
Mhm.
Someone in the comments section put a timestamp on when we start getting into this stuff and just say stop watching here. Don't watch past this point.
Do not continue. Don't pass go.
Yeah, just someone be that white knight to just go ahead and put that timestamp in the comments section so people know this is when we start getting into like all the weird shit.
So do not. The moment spiders are involved, just be like, don't pass go.
Ooh, this is good. Lone River Ranch Rita.
This is technically all Mark's fault.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa! How do I get blamed for Australia's?
You brought up
features?
Australia.
Yeah, you always bring up your favorite spiders.
Because I found a new one. Y'all, if y'all stop inventing new shit to kill people,
I ain't doing
Imagine
shit.
a spider with wings just out there.
I know. Wait, as the representative of Australia,
Dude,
on
imagine
the
spiders.
council
I know
of
spiders
fear.
evolved. They have parachutes now, so they're like little troopers. They have parachutes now.
Spiders can also be Jeremy's mom.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll fuck Jerry's mom, but you won't fuck the Australian spiders.
And she got holes.
100%.
You know she got
Those
holes.
reasons. Yep.
Now, what if you went down there and it looked like, the tryptophobia?
See, okay, so remember what we said? Do not make that timestamp. No one will go past that time.
Yeah, no one go past me. If I just suddenly see like a dip in views on this video afterwards, it's like, oh, that's why.
Well, okay, so Zio, you scared them with the picture of the spider, and then you have to get the whole hands.
There were worse ones.
I know there are worse ones. I've seen them. I can describe them.
It hurt the back of my brain seeing some of those.
Oh yeah,
also, I didn't start the Zio did because he had to leave to go fight a bug.
Oh, yes. Yeah. There was one where it's like this guy's entire back.
Wife. Okay, good.
There was this one where this guy's entire back was covered in black dots.
Mrs. Agito's
it was actually terrifying.
Be like, next time.
I just realized I thought of the image, and now my entire back is.
Look, itching. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling all kinds of different things. Do we got anything else to talk about?
Yeah, Ash, did you get any updates on your Massiverse card game, Ash? Because I haven't. It was supposed to be like August. I haven't heard anything from them.
I think they sent an email saying it's shipping soon, if I remember correctly.
I didn't get an email about that. Like, I'm just sitting there like, I see them literally tweeting about, oh, we're at this convention with it, and like how it's going to be in stores and how they had it for sale at a convention they were just at, but it wasn't Black Market Narrative. It was the company Solus that makes it, and they were at a board game conventions, and then they had them, and I was like, just send me mine. Like, I've seen people get their stuff in the mail already, and it was like with the play mat and everything, and I'm like,
yeah. See, the last email I got from them, Kickstarter update for Massiverse, was on November 27th. So that was the day I kind of got back the day before I got back from.
I didn't get anything from
holiday. What it said you check your email on the 27th of November, depending where it goes. But it said shipping timeline. All games have arrived at our warehouses. Fulfillment directly to you begins now. You will have your game in just a few days. Knock on wood, I'm in Australia. A few of you might already have your games already. Team part issue. Unfortunately, the team expansion is missing parts for you to assemble dials, so they've got that. Yeah. So apparently it's getting sent out.
I was one of the first backers because I waited until after I backed it to make a video on it.
I'm waiting for my MMPR, the return stuff, to come out. So I can work
I don't think I'm going to do anymore. I only did that so I can get the MMPR pink hardcover because they never released it like that.
No, I slept on that as well. That's why.
What chicken sandwich should I get for lunch tomorrow?
Chick-fil-A.
Dave's hot chicken.
I don't have a Dave's in like within reasonable distance.
Spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A.
I was thinking about that because they got the waffle fries. I love those waffle fries.
There you go. Don't mind me just opening up a booster pack in Pokemon TCG Live while you guys were talking.
Oh, you too?
I got the pop-up notification. I'm 12 cards away from finishing everything.
Oh, did you guys finish the event? The new
there's a new event?
Yeah, there's
the fire one.
What is it? It's a Venusaur event.
I'll have to do that.
Yeah, there's 16
when did that
missions.
start?
Today.
I'll do that one.
Oh,
Wait,
good, because I've already
fine.
like 100%ed every other like solo mission.
Yeah, once you
I'll have
finish
to-
that one, it'll give you rewards you with Greninja cards. Actually, they're really cool.
Ooh.
That'll be easy to do. I have that busted, broken Arcanine
Mm.
deck that everyone was doing.
Unless one of the
yeah.
missions is literally complete using
No, they're
Pokemon. that
they're all fire.
Oh, this
You gotta
is
use
easy.
fire.
Put 3 basic Pokemon
Yeah.
into play, knock out
It's
your
all-
opponent's active Pokemon
Yep.
within 1 turn.
It's super easy, and the only hard thing is the last one, because the last one is win 10 matches, win 20 matches, and then in the expert one, you gotta win 1 match without losing a single member of your team, which is challenging, kind of is.
Okay.
And if you do a Genghis-Khan or a Clan Jancy one, you should be able to.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta ask Zia, when do you think we're gonna do our Elite Four off? I made my water deck. I finally got some star knees.
Maybe in a week or 2.
Okay, cool.
I want to do it
Yeah,
sometime
I
this
saw
year.
you're playing Violet. I saw you've been playing Violet.
I was playing
Okay,
Violet
this is
because I was
Netflix.
playing Scarlet, and I bought the DLC.
Yeah, you finally got on board.
Yeah.
But the
you
thing
can
is,
get
it's just like
Momotaro.
because I got like I know there's that new Applin evolution, so I was like, "Ooh, I want to breed a shiny Applin," but then I realized I never got the shiny charm in the base game, so I went back to Violet, beat Violet last night at like 2 a.m. completely, like got me right on and everything. Instantly transferred that son bitch to home and was just like, "There we go." I still got like a couple more Pokemon I got to get the shiny charm, but yeah.
Let me know if you
wanna-
need help. I have it. I have them all.
Yeah. I want another Legends Arceus style gameplay where you can craft and it's like set in the older times.
Oh,
Like
I mean, we got
replaying
Legends
that.
ZA
Yeah, we
coming
got
out.
ZA
Yeah, but
coming
that's-
out.
Yeah, we're
But that's
to
going to be the gameplay of Scarlet and Violet. They're not doing this.
No, we don't know anything about the gameplay for that. So
Oh no, yeah, we do because a big data leak. Like I've
Oh,
read through.
I haven't been
all
following
that.
it. So
I mean, but the
I went through
person
that. I
literally
went
said,
through a
"I
big
played it. It
database.
was good." That's all I'm gonna say.
Question for everyone: do you guys ever like replay a Pokemon game, but just do it with like different Pokemon?
No,
I'm doing Arceus right now.
no, it's just new game. New game.
Okay.
Now, I will throw this into the mix because I guess it is Toku related, and it's something that I found out when I was doing the Cast Ranger thing earlier. Was the live action Voltron movie?
oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
saw that announcement.
Never seen it. Was it good?
No,
No, it just got announced
They're still casting Henry Cavill's in there. Like, he's in the
as Voltron. 'Cause he's so big, he's going to play Voltron.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like they were joking about him just being Voltron, and while we were talking, I just photoshopped his face onto
Nice.
Voltron.
Ooh, that reminds
mad
me.
'cause-
If you guys haven't already, watch Arcane season 2. It's really good.
I finished
Yeah,
it
I watched
last
season
night.
1.
It was so good. Dude.
Like here was the Photoshop that I'd made. Quick.
Oh my god.
While we were
accurate.
chatting, I was just like, "Hold on, I'm trying to edit real fast."
I just want to know what's
Photoshop.
happening with his Warhammer movie or show or movie. That's all I care about. I want to know what's going on with that. Cause
I know that he's a big fan of that franchise anyway, because he used
well,
to,
he's
like, do
he's
the figurines
producing
and all
it.
that.
I think he's helping produce it as well for Amazon. And I'm like, just finish it. Like, I need that.
Oh wait, guys, I forgot to ask. How was the Netflix Voltron? I never actually got to finish it. I saw like the
It was
first
good.
season.
I
Really
only
I didn't
good.
mind it.
a couple episodes.
Really good. It's getting taken off Netflix next week around that time.
What wasn't it
Oh.
like an original like Netflix?
I gotta
thing, though?
finish. Yeah, it was.
No,
Yeah.
it was, but it was with DreamWorks when DreamWorks and Netflix were partnered, so they've been slowly phasing out their stuff. Like even Pretty Cure when Saban caught it Glitter Force, that's no longer on Netflix as well. That's been taken off it.
It's
Oh.
worth watching.
Physical
it's a
media,
slow
folks.
start.
Yeah,
Yep,
physical
nope.
media and pirate.
We still get VHSs and DVDs. That's why I'm trying to find. I'm hoping I don't miss out on an Alien Romulus
Gonna watch
VHS
that
next week.
Voltron. I'm gonna watch that.
Terrifier 3 is getting a VHS in 2 weeks.
And of course, there's
So-
several Black Friday deals going on VHSs. I mean, not VHSs, but just
Yeah.
physical media
Yeah.
in
There's
terms
some
of like Kamen
good
Rider,
4Ks
Toku, other
on.
shit.
Mm-hmm. Go get
Get-
the Ultramans.
get
All the
yourself-
Ultraman series are so cheap right now. And it's like, hey, you're not
All right.
getting other Toku here in the
This may
West,
be
but you
early.
are getting Ultraman.
But I gotta give the deuces. I'm getting very lucid right now.
Well, I mean, we're about to cut it
Yeah.
anyway.
Fair.
Oh yeah, Blazor is only like $27.99 for the Blue.
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
I'm gonna have to get it.
No, Super Riot doesn't.
I did get the Geats one. Like I said, I wasn't gonna, but it was on sale a couple weeks ago, so I did get
Super
Geats finally.
Super Riot actually does some pretty decent pricing for a lot of their videos. It's not like crazy.
Some of them, right out the gate, brand new, or for the Blu-rays were like $20 for
It's
full
really-
seasons. Like
Exactly.
for like Rube was 24. Ginga and Ginga S, like as the combo ones with the movie, were 20 when it came out. When I got
Paying
it,
money for Rube, I could never.
I could.
Yeah, I might-
Still my top 3 S tier.
Spend some bucks
Over-
on
And Orb.
Ultraman.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about that Rube thing later, but
We
I
have
hope-
before.
oh, okay. Just remember
what is
that.
this Ultraman Archives 4K UHD for fucking $439.
What is it? What is it?
That-
Show me. Put on screen. Share with the rest of the class.
$439. No, because it's got my address on it because it's Amazon.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, you can just put the link in the private. I'll buy it. I mean, I'll look at it.
But yeah, I mean, like, if it's a season of Ultra, you can't just watch on YouTube because most of it is just on YouTube anyway. Just,
Yeah,
Right
that's what I'm
there.
saying. Like, it's
Yes, but
they
like,
know what they're doing.
sometimes
but
we
like-
like spending money.
oh no, absolutely.
And
I
Ultimate
think
Connect
you
is
should.
like
It's a-
free.
you should definitely support Sabraya and like buy DVDs if you can. But just remember, you can watch it for free, most of them.
Cloudy,
you know,
click that
we-
link that's in private chat. Click that link in the private chat.
All right, Mark, what am I buying? It
Turn
doesn't bring me to
4K.
anything.
The one that Zio put in the private chat?
Yeah, it doesn't. It only brings me directly to just Amazon. There's no item.
That's weird because
Oh.
it
It brought me
should-
to it, and I'm sitting here just like,
Yeah,
oh,
Ultraman
yeah,
Archives.
I'll just look it
Just
up.
type in
Ultraman
Ultraman.
Archive.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's everything's 4K, and it has movies, and it has Ultra 7 on 4K.
Ah,
Super Ryan Movie Next offers video bonuses,
add to cart.
right?
4 left. Now 1 left.
You bought 3.
What?
Well, it said 4 left, and you said now 1 left, so that means you bought 3
No.
because there's about to be 3 left.
I'm gonna refresh it and watch the stock go down.
No. It didn't go down. Not yet. It shouldn't.
Yeah,
update yet.
it still says 4 left in stock. I'm keeping my eye on just to see if Cloudy's actually keeping
The
true to
rest
his
of my
word.
there's other stuff in my cart like
No,
Metaphor
don't worry. Don't worry.
and
Not gonna go
Sonic
down.
X Shadow.
Do.
Wait, is
Ooh.
this only Ultra 7?
Yeah, it
In
is.
the movie?
Ultra
That's it?
755th.
The thing is, so it says episodes 1 through 49, though it lacks episode 12. What's the deal with episode 12?
It's the bomb episode. It's
Yeah.
so the monster
Wait.
of that episode is based off of the atomic bomb, and you're
Oh.
not legally allowed to show that episode on TV anymore, or technically in any form. There's also like a odd tsunami kind of reference in that episode. They were cooking something. It was interesting. You just can't because it's a little sensitive topic, especially at the time.
So apparently,
Let me
there's
just check
bonus
Amazon
videos on
Japan
here.
really quick because this is Amazon US, so it might be marked up. Let me see.
There's Ultra 7 Legend thrown on here as well. This is the 4K UHD and movie NEX uses of the 60 millimeter negative version that makes use of the 4K HDR remastered version for the information that's visible within there. So they're actually using the actual film reel as
Yeah.
opposed to using like AI
Mhm.
mastering. This is like
Yep.
the real 4K.
That might
it's like
act- like-
$600 on eBay.
Yeah.
I mean,
That actually
it's
looks worth
500 in
picking up.
Japan, so yeah, I might need that.
There is surround sound support for several different episodes on here.
I might
Not
have
all
to
of
find
them
another
is
way
cool.
to get that.
Oh shit! Add to cart, motherfucker.
I didn't buy anything yet.
No, I can't get it because Australia, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, You have to do a proxy, and then like the bonus fees and everything else. That's going to be like atrocious.
It doesn't even offer
Murder.
the say that it ships to my area. It says please select a different location.
Oh, geez.
So Mark, do you want to buy it for me and I'll just pay you back? No, I'm only kidding.
All right, add 2. Let me change the quantity to 2.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not in a hurry to get this. It looks cool though because it's like
Ultra 7 is my favorite Ultraman season,
Yeah.
series. So it's like having it actually in 4K from the negatives, like that's just
It is one of the better ones. Plus, they did do that like 7, the new 7 thing, which was really nice.
Ultra 7X.
Yeah, it's too bad it was just like a short. It was just like a.
Yeah, it was only like 10 episodes or 12 episodes or so, but
Yeah,
it was still really good.
It was very good, but it was only just like to show that they could do something with it, and I really hope they wind up doing something with it, please.
It's kind of just like an anniversary type thing. Like, here you go. It's like, all right, that was good. I liked it.
If anything, it was more of just like a proof of concept. I wish they would actually just follow
Art,
up
when you
on
get this, rip it. Send me them raws.
Right? I do have my external that can plug
I'm
in.
just saying.
Rip off.
Yeah, send it to me on a hard drive.
I'll put it in the Google Drive.
Let me get that 1 terabyte file size for the whole thing.
That thing's gonna be atrocious.
What if they
I
send
do
it
have
to
2
you on a-
terabytes on Google Drive, so it's fine.
What if
It's
we
just
send it
how
to you
long
on
it
a
takes to
floppy disk?
upload it.
Zio?
Floppy disk, this whole room of floppy disks.
No, not even
Okay.
the small ones, the big OG ones that are like that. They look like files. Like the Trapper Keeper folder.
I'll be like that one SNL skit of Colon Blow, except it's going to be floppy disk trying to hold all this data. How many floppies can hold this Ultra 7 4K Blu-ray? Oh my god! Just up there. Each floppy disk contains 2 seconds of video. No, probably not. No, it would be 1 frame of reference for it. So you got to constantly hot swap. Just
Cloudy. On Toku Collectibles for the Black Friday deal, the V Cinema for Saber with the Arabian Nights and Amazing Siren Wonder Ride books is down to 80.
I'm getting that.
I saw that, but
And it's the Blu-ray. I was
I'm not
like,
even gonna.
ooh.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna be facetious about it. Hold on.
Yeah. Because I have the books, I don't have the movie.
I love that film, and I can't wait to actually have it. I've never actually bought it. I thought it was kind of.
Ultraman USA Blu-ray Japanese edition. That
Don't.
sounds so weird.
Don't. It's got Chuck, Beth, and Scott in it.
Man, those names.
Well, that's because they're Ultraman, Chuck, Beth, and Scott.
Those are such USA names.
I mean, it is Ultraman USA for a reason. Well, multiple reasons. Don't get it.
Man, this box art too. Like they looking
Zio, it's not worth
Roid
it.
it up.
Don't do it to yourself. Don't. Also, there's a live action Chuck.
like this box art though.
Yeah. Oh, there's a live action Chuck.
Is he shredded like this?
Yes. He's actually huge. He's built. It's in Ultra Galaxy Fight.
Is he did they just take the Rock, aka your cousin, and just put some body paint on him?
They did not take my nephew, The Rock, and put body
He's like,
paint.
oh, they got your oos in there? It's like, yeah. Ooh, 1UP arcades are on sale.
But by how much?
20% off. They're still cheaper at Walmart because on Amazon they're marked up. At Walmart they're always like rolled back. Those prices are always like $250.
And I remember when I used to work at Best Buy when we had those things on clearance for like $150.
Yeah, we would never put the signs out for them at my Best Buy. They would never put them on sale like with the signs. They would just be like, oh yeah, no,
Because the employees would normally like buy them up.
Yeah.
get that.
God,
Get that 30%
the main
off.
character, of course, Chuck was just there to say American English quotes. Scott was the main dude, and then obviously Beth was just there.
They say hamburger.
Hamburger.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so Cloudy was dying before we exposed him to spend money, and now he's back kicking again. So now
Hey,
it's the right
Lorman,
time to
yeah.
end things off.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep. Please.
Yes, I'm gonna eat some more of my
Yeah, I need to
leftovers
eat.
from Thanksgiving that I made for
I'll
myself.
probably order it.
In conclusion, spiders.
And holes.
And holes, yeah.
Spider
Digging
holes.
up some holes, digging
Digging
up
up some holes. Digging.
Digging.
Shia
Jeremy's
LaBeouf
mom.
for the Change Arion remake.
Speaking of which, I need to find a site to watch Wingman. I forgot to get my my thing.
The thing that I mentioned is that the site, the group that is subbing Wingman, they do soft subs, so you got to get the SRT file or .as file, the .ass file.
Yep.
And then put that with the raw in order for it to work, which is why a lot of streaming or a lot of places that just put them up aren't putting them up because they're literally just releasing the files, which is why I'm saying subscribe to their Patreon.
Yeah.
Skewed subs.
Oh, I did get my freaking Kickstarter email. It was in my spam.
Ooh. By the way, how was episode 2 of Wingman?
What do you mean? We're like on episode 6 now.
Or
I
what,
haven't
you got
even
5 and 6?
seen
I only got up to 4, I think.
Yeah, no, because they release it early on their Patreon, but you gotta sub to it.
Subscribe.
So I've been paying on their Patreon to get the subs.
Yes, and I haven't been
Oh,
watching.
never mind. It's up on the site now. It's up
Someone
on
brought up the fact that Zero's voice actor is the main villain.
Yes.
Pisses me the frick off. I mean,
That's why I'm still streaming Wingman on the regular on Sunday nights.
I would love to like support people to Patreons for that stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, sir, like, I'm not. That's Wingman.
Well, the thing is,
it's
it's like they release like their alpha build of things, and it still lines up well. It's just before they do all the QC on it.
Yeah.
But then when the QCing gets done and all that stuff, it's like 2 weeks after the episode has come out, which is why, like, yeah, the subs for the latest episode is already up on their Patreon, so I'll have it up for Sunday's live stream. So, yes, that's it. We are out of here. So, Cloudy, you got any last words?
Alcohol.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Ash,
Power Ranger.
any last words for the evening?
I'm hungry. I want to eat.
All right. I'm definitely gonna eat after this stream's over and stuff. So
It's 2 p.m. here.
Mark, any last words?
No.
All right, just no. Cool. Great.
Yeah, not.
We'll probably catch y'all next week with whatever happens next. Maybe another bracket off. I don't know. I still got to do the Henshin Devices bracket fight for Sentai, specifically Sentai. And
then the
we
Kamen Rider gimmick bracket fight.
I mean, that's a shorter list than the Henshin Devices for
quick
Sentai.
little throw in there. Just like, hey.
But yeah, we're out of here. We will catch you all next time. Until then, bye.
Yo.
Hey.
Wow, wow.